So, last session, after parting from your friend Bon as he went to help a mysterious magical stranger that you've kind of met, you traveled or were traveling back to the Vistani encampment and came across a small pack of ravens. They were pecking at something which you discovered to be some sort of dream catcher looking object, a crescent moon in shape. You tracked the ravens as they flew off over towards a stone structure across the other side of the Sayre pool. And after going down to the encampment, you asked about the area over there and then secured passage across. After Nikolai got a painful but very intricately designed dragon tattoo.
Yeah.
You got across the water by way of rowboat from an older individual named Saul. He said he would wait on you to get out and come back to the boat. You had until the next morning, or he'd leave, assuming you're dead. And after going down into there, you found it to be filled with quite a large number of undead, one of which being a very large and magically powerful foe. And a large fight ensued where you destroyed these several portals within the room, and he left after disabling your group momentarily. After the area seemed to have been cleansed of all of the undead and you started to leave, Tem was sort of entered into by the shadowy form of a raven that was sitting idle before when you went down into the tombs, and after which he transformed suddenly before returning back to his normal human form. Your group sat around discussing the events for a little while before you decided it was time to leave, and as you started to leave, a blue portal opened up, and a mostly familiar individual steps forward from the portal. The only thing particularly unfamiliar about him is a blue
Onion mask.
mask that looks kind of like a demonic face that he is now wearing.
Fix her, it didn't happen.
Actually, can you?
I think I can now.
How do you share that stuff, anyways?
Well, welcome back, Bon. Nice mask you got there.
Isn't it cool?
What is it? It's kind of creepy, actually.
I can do mysterious-y things now. At least a couple times, you know.
Don't know what that means.
I can decide to make myself invisible before I go and stab somebody.
Oh.
I mean,
You
that's
need the
my
mask to
plan,
do
at
that?
least with said mask.
Neat.
Right? Does a little extra damage.
Did you enjoy your time with the Magic Man?
Me and the Magic Man went on a unfortunate, crazy adventure.
That does not sound like what he called you in to do.
Well, we were organizing things, and I may or may not have accidentally bumped a little glass jar off of the shelf. It broke, and a tiny manicorn decided to jump through and escape. It was like, I'm free! Like, oh, shit. So me and the Magic Man had to chase after it. Eventually we got it. Put it back in the bottle. You know, a couple things here and there.
So you caused more harm than help.
You know,
That sounds
maybe.
about right.
He also gave me this cool mask.
Did you learn
And
anything about Mysterious?
well, I kind of did. It's a little fuzzy. There's some things. He did a test on me. It hurt a lot. I'm probably blacked out. I don't remember most of it.
Did it
But when I
involve
came to,
probing?
what's that?
Did it involve any sort of probing?
I was out. So if there was, it was only in my brain. And he told me
That
there's
was normally
something
out
living in
anyway.
there. Well, not living, but there's something in there other than my brain.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's a thing.
Obviously more powerful.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty
So-
disturbing.
How do we
Yeah,
know
a little bit.
How do we know this is you and not whatever that thing is?
Because it's dead, but
Tell us something only
Still-
Bond would tell us.
uh, penis?
That could be either.
That's Bond.
Hey, there we go.
Okay, now that that's settled, I guess.
See, that's all it takes. Just a tiny little bit of
Penis.
penis. We're good to go. I do
Well-
have another mystery item for somebody, if they're interested.
I don't think we're all interested in mystery items.
Say we need a better description.
It's a pair tiny rings.
A
Wings
pair
or
of
rings?
Rings, like things you put on your finger. How do you share items?
By showing them to us.
Oh, god damn it.
I reach into my pocket, my back pocket,
Put
and
it
show
in
the
everyone's journal so they can all see them.
and show the class the ring.
Pulls out two small rings. One seems to be a small
Oh
golden
my
violin
god!
bent around, and the other one is kind of shaped like a violin's bow, also bent around.
I don't know if they're, useful for anybody here,
I don't think anybody
stare
can use that.
anybody in particular, but the magic man was pretty generous. Other than my cool mask, he gave me these. The magic man!
Well, I definitely know someone in our party who's more inclined to the musical arts.
She is very good at them. I've seen her play the drum.
Yeah, see, I was thinking the same
what?
thing.
See, there she goes again, playing the drum.
What?
That was actually she didn't hear it because it just transmitted through her mic, but I knocked something over.
Timing, though, was perfect.
Sounded like didn't.
I will make probably some use of the sad violin.
I mean, it's only sad.
I start playing them for Bon.
Does he need to make a wisdom save?
I think so.
Every time
He would
someone
make a
rolls,
wisdom save. That's because you hear the sound. Don, make a wisdom save.
use it for every time someone rolls a roll.
No, it's not super strong.
That is very low.
Does it pop up? Oh.
You take
That's
3
not what I
damage.
You take 3 psychic damage as you hear this sad sound come out of the violins.
What? Does it work?
I don't have
What?
access to that channel.
Yeah.
What?
Dang it. Don't worry. I'll show you the little guy that escaped.
I don't think I want to see the. Is that a euphemism too?
I feel like
No,
you
no,
said
no, no.
manticorn, but maybe manticore?
Yeah, that.
Unless it was a manticore that had mated with a unicorn.
I get confused from time to time. You know.
Well, I was giving you the benefit of the doubt because I just assumed I misheard.
Instead of
Pretty
the
small, Bond. It would have been hard to tell whether it was one or the other. It could have had a small horn on its head. You're not sure.
Yeah, exactly. What the voice in this, what the voice in the air said. Yeah, that.
Well, you missed quite a show downstairs here. There was lots of undead, and one particularly powerful one that almost killed us.
Oh, really?
I feel like
Thought you
he
were
could
fine.
have killed us at any point, but he left.
Oh,
Wait,
never
wait.
mind. I
Did you
remember
say
that
he
guy
just
now.
left?
Yeah, through a dark,
He like ha
mysterious
ha
portal.
ha and sidestepped out.
But
Slammed
while
us
we
What
to
do
were
you
the
mean he
wall.
choking
just
to
left?
death.
Slammed us to the wall, held us there, and then said, "I'm leaving."
Wow, that's pretty hot.
Oh no!
Did you guys have to pay extra for that, or like, is he still down there?
Well, good
Yeah,
to know
Bond,
that the thing
it's-
hasn't taken control of your mind yet. But here's to hoping it's soon.
Watch the real Bond be like the super serious, calm guy, and he's just been body snatched. by
Did he give
some-
you any kind of hint as to how you can go about remedying that?
Well, so yes and no. He gave me this fluid to drink. Drink it. I mean, it's just, some random fluid in a vial, to help me out a little bit, but eventually I will have to find someone to help me with my problem.
I mean,
You
is
know
it
who
like
that
we just
someone is.
crack your head open and pull it out, or
I mean, I don't know if ice pick lobotomies have been invented, but, cross our fingers. Am I right?
I mean, I could put an arrow right in between your eye and try to poke it into your brain.
Well, it's not the brain. The problem is it's somewhere's.
Mysterious typing, guys. Does he know
Anyhow.
of who, or do you know of who you need to go find, or is that still a mystery?
It's I gotta hope I stumble upon a random brain surgeon in the middle of the road. Those exist, right?
Oh my
I mean, we
god.
could definitely check the Vistani camp.
Sure, there's certain magics that can help you.
Yeah. Yeah. We can only hope, right?
I could blast it out of your head.
Is my head gonna be okay afterwards?
No.
Oh. Shoot. I kind of
So
need that. I mean, sometimes.
Is this thing inside your head the reason why you can do the things that you do?
DM, is it the thing? Is it
He
why?
did say there was a link, he believes, between your abilities and the creature trying to merge with your brain.
And if removing it going to remove your ability to do the things that you do?
I am uncertain. But at the end of the day,
It is
I can
preferable to losing control
exactly.
or death.
If it's really cool. I'll summon my little cool little shadow knives and the one make believe knife. It is pretty cool from time to time to do these throwing, stabby, but I can still do that with normal, steel. So, we'll
I think I
cross
saw
that.
you throw one over a cliff once.
I don't
That
know
was
what
a
you're
short
talking
sword.
about. That doesn't sound like me. See, yeah. Short swords. Those are difficult to throw. Have you ever thrown a short sword? Not easy. Daggers, super simple.
I think
Barely
I did
an
watch you.
Do I
inconvenience.
have one in my inventory? No, I don't have
Can I
one.
can I make my glaive into a short sword?
I do
Throw
recall
it.
you throwing a short sword and getting the killing blow on a magical set of armor, though.
Don't remember that at all.
Wow, Bubba ruined it.
Suit of armor with a short sword that he threw. See? Sometimes you lose a sword over a cliff. sometimes you save your teammates, you know?
Well, add it to the list.
So you're changing your weapon to a short sword, you said, Tim?
Yep. And I'm just gonna throw it into a tree or something nearby.
Hey, give me an attack roll.
I don't have a short sword in my inventory, but
Roll a d20, add your proficiency in charisma.
For throwing, I would give him Dex. Fuck that.
I cast
It's
Speak
his
with
hex
Plants to
weapon,
ask the tree
so-
how it feels
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, it connects right into the tree, goes halfway up to the hilt.
Wow.
not that hard.
Impressive. You
I'll
should
pull it
try
back.
that next time we
I don't
we get
have
in a
anything
fight
to
with a
throw.
moving target, right? Yeah.
Oh, I just thought of something.
What did you just think of?
Is it something good and or funny?
No, just
Oh.
I can speak with animals.
Okay.
That's useful.
And
Could have talked to those ravens.
What ravens? Oh, the ones that were on the road?
Yeah.
Oh, you could have talked to that Manicore and got his ass back.
I believe the Raven's message was delivered, regardless of talking to them.
I know, but maybe we can get some more information from them. Besides,
Judging by who they
Hey,
serve and his description of
prevent this
her.
from getting desecrated.
Are there any ravens nearby that are still like hanging out around this area?
Yeah.
The ones that were on top of the building have flew off before you, or when you'd went inside.
So I don't want to burst your bubble, but ravens can talk, or at least kind of talk.
They can
You don't need a
mimic.
spell for that.
I think they can mimic sounds that they've heard.
Yeah. Like
I don't think
parrots.
mimicry is quite useful for what I was talking about.
Ah,
Yeah.
I mean,
And they can't
anyway.
mimic speech, just sounds that they've heard.
Should we head back before our ride leaves without us?
We have a few more hours for that.
No,
mean-
it's dusk, right?
It is dusk. Yes, it's starting to get dark. It's not quite dark yet, but it is starting. You can see the sun starting to set.
He said morning,
it-
but I don't care to be here
and
any
just-
longer.
And just
We should
because he
have-
said he'll wait till morning doesn't mean he waits till morning.
I gave him money. If he did not, we were going to have words after we swim across that river.
Well, you all can swim.
Do you have other means of...
I think I do, yeah.
Was it that 30-foot teleport type scene?
No.
Oh, that's his right. Wait, did we saw you transform into a raven
Yes,
already? Yeah.
Transform.
Okay. Ah.
I think that is pretty something that I can do semi-frequently.
What does semi-frequently mean?
A few times a day.
I'm also very drained today, so hopefully no more excursions. We should go back and rest.
But members of our party can't turn into animals.
To the boat.
Yeah, to the boat. I think we should. Let's go talk to our old man. See if he caught any fish.
Old Man River.
Okay, as you approach the edge of the Sarah pool, you do see just a little bit out in the water is Saul. He does appear to have a fishing pole in the water, but he is leaned all the way back, and he seems to be asleep.
Saul Goodman, what are you doing?
Damn.
I don't know his name. His last name.
Can I-
You guys want me to freak him out with my mask?
I was going to do something with the magic, but that works too, I guess. He doesn't have any
Oh.
weapons on him, does he?
Yeah, we'll find out. So, can I sneak up on
He's
Saul?
pretty far out there in the water. You'd have to swim to him.
Aww.
Take a little bit of
Shit.
time.
Well, that ruins the fun. Never mind.
Out there, it looks like deep enough to kind of get some fish.
I could probably. Bah.
Wow,
You do your magic
prestidigitation's
thing.
only 10 feet?
Well, you ain't doing shit. Someone hit him with a rock. Or hit nearby with a rock.
We could just call for him.
How far
Yeah,
is he out? Like
I
60
thought
feet, you
that's-
said?
Yeah,
Why
about
are
like
we,
60.
Why are we trying to traumatize this man?
I thought it would be funny. But he's too far out, so it's less funny.
I mean,
Sometimes people just like to have a good time. Raven.
Yeah.
I'll just yell out, "We made it! We didn't die!"
Okay. As you yell this out, he kind of snaps up a little bit, shakes his head and looks around, wipes his face a little bit, sticks his hand in the water and splashes it on his face.
Gross.
He looks over at you, lifts his fishing pole up out of the water and checks to see if there's anything on it, and tosses it into the boat, starts rowing back over to you. It takes him just a couple minutes to get over there, and he puts the boat up next to the shore and says, well, I don't know how that's gonna work. You picked up an extra.
Howdy.
Yeah, he popped in. If you want, I can get across myself.
Well, I don't think there's enough room in the boat for all of us. We'd probably sink.
Is there like a hill or something nearby, like a cliff?
Behind the tomb you guys were in, it does go up at a pretty steep angle. Hillside up there. You could probably find a cliff up there.
All right, somebody needs to catch me if I fall.
superhero landing.
We could
Superhero
just
landing.
we could just take 2 trips.
I mean,
No, this
that
is way
would-
cooler. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna go up the hill and I'm gonna run and I'm gonna jump off the hill and I'm gonna use my necklace at the same time to turn into a raven.
As Tem jumps off this high precipice, he starts to fall, and then suddenly you see him shift into this shadowy form of a small raven as he darts off across the air pool.
I believe
All look
I
up
can
at it.
fly.
That's so
Oh,
Raven.
what'd you find in there?
A magical necklace that makes you turn into a raven.
Wow,
Well, we didn't find
There-
it in there.
what's in there?
Caw, caw.
Oh no.
There's also very scary creatures in there. I'd recommend nobody going in there.
Can Tem
Nah.
flop?
Ravens can't catch fish anyway, so not worth anything to me. I guess I'll take the lot of you over then.
I don't think you can catch fish while you're sleeping either.
I have before.
Shots fired.
Do I believe him?
Give me an insight check.
Kevin clearly doesn't fish.
22!
He seems like he has probably caught quite a few fish sleeping. Would be
Damn.
confident that he answered that question.
That is unexpected. Well, shall we be off then?
Yeah, let's get on across the pond there then. As you all load up into the rowboat, he moves his fishing pole out of the way so you all have room to sit, and he gets in the seat with the oars and he starts rowing you across. You can see Tem doing a couple circles in the air as he has already gotten across the water.
Can I just kind of fly around and just kind of take mental notes of maybe some landmarks that are around while I'm waiting for them to come across?
Sure, give me a perception check.
Oh, it's the raven, right?
It's your. I don't remember if I gave it stat.
I don't know if it doesn't say.
When did you keep your intellectual stats and just take on the physical stats?
That's what it does. You just take on the That's like
Just the physical stuff? Okay.
yeah, you just take on the physical stuff. You keep your own personal intellectual stats. Okay.
Alright, well.
It's really rough to make out anything, as it's kind of that awkward hour of twilight where the sun is just starting to come down, but light or your eyes just haven't quite focused to that weird middle darkness. So it's just really hard to make out surrounding location.
Alright, well, I'll just land on top of, you know what, I'm gonna land on top of what's her name's tent.
Madam Eva's tent?
Yeah, outside, like kinda outside of it.
This is how Tam got the nickname of Eagle Eye Steve.
You see the rest of your group slowly approaching the shore as Saul pulls the rowboat up over there and ties it back to the tree that it was tied to before you all journeyed across. You see that several of the Vistani are gathered here. They seem to be eating dinner and telling stories, playing music by the fire. So what would everyone like to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the bonfire.
Sorry.
That drum again.
It's currently evening, right? It's like the darkness has settled in.
Yeah, it's starting to get dark now. It's
Can
not quite
I
dark yet, but almost.
take a moment to track the moon in the sky and just see, what we're working with?
An orb? I mean, what do you mean by what we're working with? Like,
As
what
in, like, how
phase?
close it is to a full?
It would be 3 days, not not tonight, not tomorrow night, but the night after.
No.
No,
3 nights is not tonight, the next, but the third.
that's 4.
No, that's 3.
We are currently
You're not
on
really
the
counting
Tonight,
them.
tomorrow night, and then the night after is the full moon.
No, the night after that.
So what she said.
Yes.
That's what she said.
I'll go over to the bonfire
got
too.
him.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
Me or him?
You.
I just said I'll go over to the bonfire too.
What is everyone else doing?
I'm just gonna stay perched where I'm at and just kinda watch for the entire hour, probably.
I have moved you all. Sorry.
I'm going to try to is our horses still around? Like, the wagon, the horses we came in on?
Yes, it is. The horses are still here. They are near the other horses, which seem to be kind of just walking around in the encampment. Some by the water side. Sometimes they walk away and eat on the grass, but they seem to stay in the area.
I'll go
Your
brush him
carriage
and
is
feed my
also
horse.
still here.
Yeah, I was gonna see if I can like brush them, try to take care of them in some way.
Yeah, sure. Give me an animal handling check.
Mm-hmm. The bane of my existence. Yep, that's about right.
Me too, or just him?
Are you for
Yeah, I
Nagel,
honestly
go-
forgot that
one for
Nagel was here, so I will go feed and brush him too.
Bon,
you
the
say
horses seem a little skittish as you approach them. They try to run away from you. It takes a lot of attempts to calm them down, but eventually you are able to brush them out and give them food. Nagel also seems says it. Maybe it's just their time being away from you, or some sort of maybe the smell that traveled from the tomb. The horses seem a little skittish from you both.
I'll give him the salt lick I have.
Okay, he licks on the brick for a bit. Seems to calm him some.
Don't worry, we'll be out of here soon, Nico.
One day I'll be able to go up to a horse and not have it try to run away from me. One day.
You tried coating your face in peanut butter.
What is peanut butter?
I have not. But maybe if I try like a sweet jam,
Yeah,
like an
anything.
apple.
Or a bunch of
Bless
just
you,
something that they enjoy.
Maybe you should acquire some carrots.
Ooh, next time I go to before I brush them, I'm gonna get some carrots. That's a good idea.
Hand him one of my carrots I have left.
Would you say it's around the time of the cooking?
There are they're eating dinner, and you do see people are still cooking some food. If you are offering to go assist or something.
Yeah, is that? Can I go find that old lady again?
Yeah, she's over there by the tent for cooking, which is not that one. It's that one. And she invites you over to come help out. She's mostly finished the stew, but if you'd like to help out with cutting up some vegetables and stuff, she offers to let you assist.
I get out my knife
Okay.
and I give it a few test whacks in the air.
Okay. As you're helping cut up some vegetables and stuff like that, and she's cooking this stew. It appears to be some kind of venison, deer meat stew.
Ooh, yummy.
Hey, wonder where they got that meat from.
Does it smell good?
Smells quite delicious.
I'm
As
very
you-
hungry.
Some carrots and potatoes and onions to the stew. It starts to boil and simmer. It's coming along real well. Dresley is you are sitting next to Otis, the same old man who told you all the tale. What are you going to ask him about the gallows?
I'm gonna ask him like if he knows any stories about the gallows at the road. Big specter had came out of it, and it just kind of seemed.
A specter. I've heard people say they've seen a specter there. Seen them their own selves hanging at the gallows. Dark history behind those gallows. The hangman. He was the enforcer of these lands. Anyone who was chosen to be executed was done so by him, and he loved his job. Took too much joy in it, some say. Executed hundreds of people at those very gallows until one day they found his body hanging there too. No one knows who did it, and no one's ever cut him down. But people say they see the specter of him there from time to time.
Well, I don't think he's still hanging there. I know Sazed and someone else put him in graves when he fell.
Oh, what a kindness. It's good to hear someone is brave enough to do such an act. A terrible soul.
What about holidays? Do you know what holidays people in Barovia celebrate?
I assume we celebrate the same holidays most people do. Why, in just just a few days, the equinox will be upon us, and we will celebrate the coming of spring.
So it is kind of still like the like where we're from, Sword.
I think it's the same. I myself have not been to the Sword Coast. I've heard tales of it, but I think maybe all our holidays might be the same.
Okay.
After all, they do say Barovia was once from that same land.
Really?
Yes. I wish I knew the tale behind that one, but I don't think anyone knows one really.
Well, if we come across some poolside, I'm sure I'll be happy to share.
Oh, thank you. I'd greatly appreciate that. Would you like some wine? He offers you his wineskin.
Sure, I'll take it.
Okay, he gives you your wineskin. It's tastes just like the wine from the tavern. Pretty good though. So what is everyone else doing now?
I am just sitting off to the side by myself.
I am taking a sneaky taste of the soup, or trying to.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check.
Ooh.
As you try to sneak this soup, it does seem as if you are unnoticed up until the ladle touches your lips and a large slurping sound kind of sneaks by, and a lady cooking with you looks over. She kind of smirks a little bit and then winks. Then she hands you the bowl.
I turn red and thank her for the bowl.
Redder.
Wow, you're quite welcome. Help yourself. It's done enough as it is. Make sure the
Right.
rest of your comes over here and gets some too. This deer did come from all of you after all.
Okay. I'm gonna take the soup and find the others. And eat it while I'm walking.
Okay, Nikolai approaches you. A little bit of soup seems to still be dribbling down from his mustache into his beard. He eats it quite. It looks quite delicious. It smells good too.
Soup's on.
Oops on. Well,
What did he
Guys should
say?
get some.
that sounds pretty good.
At that, I think I'll fly down and land next to them and change back.
Okay. As you do this, it doesn't seem like you actually are noticed by most of the individuals around the campfire. And if anyone does notice, they don't say or do anything in response as you transform.
Oh, that's weird.
What is weird?
Nobody noticed me. Nobody saw me fly in. Maybe I was being really stealthy. I don't know.
Maybe
I
it's
saw you
just
fly in. Right? I saw him
crow
fly
thing.
in.
Yeah, you all saw him fly and land there and then turn into himself.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Can I, like,
didn't see
elbow this?
anything. I'm staring into my bowl of soup.
Can I like elbow this guy and just be like, "Hey, did you see that?"
Oh, yeah, that was nice. You're half bird.
Well, I mean,
Did you get a tattoo?
No, I didn't. No.
Oh.
It's from A gift
Oh.
from a friend, I guess.
Oh yeah, my tattoo is a gift from a friend too.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Are there tattoos that turn you into birds?
Oh no, I don't turn into a bird.
Oh, there
Arabelle,
are.
Arabelle turns into a fish. She likes the water, and I don't transform into anything, but I can make lights. And he raises his hands up, and the backs of his hands start to glow as these small circular figures tattooed on his palm or on the backs of his hands glow. These 3 orbs of light begin to circle around above him. Sazed, you recognize this as the dancing lights spell.
I do it too. That is
Oh, see?
marvelous.
I'll cast
And-
darkness.
Your tattoo allows you to do that.
Yes, I can move them around. It takes a little bit of focus, but they're good for lighting the dark.
I may have to get one of those tattoos.
Well, it's definitely worth it if you can afford it.
That is where the problem lies.
Well, adventurers like yourself, I'm sure you'll find a way to make some money around a place like this.
I think we'll figure it out. Usually people just give it to us. It's weird.
Is it common for people to just give you?
I mean, we do stuff
Thanks.
for them, you know, but
Oh.
it's like they seem they're very very generous, I suppose. Except for that bastard in Barovia, he is the skin you alive, I tell you.
Oh, Bildrath. Yeah, we love him here.
I'll spit on the ground.
His prices are so horrible that anytime our wagons pass through, we do wonderful business. Before he raised his prices, we couldn't compete.
Why did he raise his prices?
Oh, I don't know. Probably several years back. Well, I'm not sure why.
Huh.
Maybe
I'll have to ask him about that.
maybe greed.
Do I believe him?
Sure. Give me an
That
insight
he
check.
doesn't know why?
That he doesn't know why.
Why? Yeah, he doesn't know why that Bildrath raises prices. 20.
20. He might be holding something back there.
Seems like you, are not telling us all you know, friend. Is there not something you can share? Why? Was it something you all did here?
Oh, we would never interfere with an individual's business. I've heard stories. I've heard tales.
Why do you sound like you're getting further away? Come back over here and talk to me.
He starts to shy away a little further. I've heard stories and tales, like people tell, that he might be in some sort of trouble, and he's trying to make money to help cover whatever this person has against him.
Trouble with
But
you?
it has been going on for so long that surely he would have paid off whatever debt it was by now.
Maybe we should talk to him. I know we've been rough on him, but I mean, his prices have certainly not changed since we last talked to him. If it's been a couple of years, he might be in some real trouble. I think we should at least talk to him about it.
I mean,
if
he
there is
was-
something going on, maybe we can help him.
And he was right about the old woman being a witch.
Yeah, and he seemed really afraid of the carriage. You know, when we played our little prank that went a little too far.
Maybe he's not as
Of-
bad as.
Scared of your carriage?
Oh, yeah. It's apparently something about it, being an all-black carriage.
Oh, yes, would get quite some suspicious glances around a place like this, but I would be more worried about the owner of the other black carriage. If he were to think that you were pretending to be him.
Not something we regularly do. It's just
Maybe that is why he invited us to
matches
his
my
home.
clothes.
Do you know of this other owner of the black carriage?
A little. I've never met the Baron. Not someone like I would ever expect to, though.
Say someone was to have a dinner party planned with him. What should they expect or be wary of?
He kind of stops for a second and looks at all of you kind of very seriously. If someone were to dine at such a fine place as the Castle Ravenloft with none other than the Baron himself, then one would surely expect a fine evening with fantastic company.
Please don't be coy. I'm not exactly impressed with what this quote unquote Baron has done with the place. There's no way that he's as great as people think he is.
There are stories the locals tell of him being not of the living.
Yeah, we got to that part already.
He is if he is a creature such as that, he is very powerful.
Do you think Madame Eva would know about him? Did we talk to Madame Eva about our invitation?
Not about the
Mm.
invitation, no.
No?
I think we should have a chat with her before we leave. We do need to get going. We don't have much. We have a day. We do need to go get moving. I'd rather get back to the house with plenty of time. I don't want to cut it close.
So you don't want to stay the night here and then leave in the morning?
We should definitely not travel during the night.
Yeah, we should definitely stay the night. Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, we need to get moving in the morning. Like I said, I just don't want to. I don't want to cut it close, just in case,
We have a few more days. Don't think it'll be a problem. Speaking
You
of
guys want to go?
speaking of a few more days, how is that flower doing, Drizzly?
I'm not sure. Didn't you have it?
Do I still have it? In my journal. Okay, how's my flower doing?
I think it's in everyone's journal.
Look at it.
It has been, let's see, 1, 2. It's been 2 days.
Oh, that's fine then.
This would be the second day. Yeah, this would be the second day.
Well, we still have 4 more-ish days to decide what to use this flower on. We may be able to deal with our problem, get to... Oh no, we can't get to that town by then. Town where we're going to?
Balaki?
Balaki. Have we decided what we're doing after we deal with our upcoming event?
Well, I think we need to answer this invitation, regardless of my own perceptions of Strahd. I think we at least need to go talk to him.
Well, what if after we finish with everything that needs to be done, full moon, we can answer the invitation and then from there go to Velaki.
I think that sounds fair.
That sounds good to me.
We may have to use the flower before then. It's got, what, 5 more
4
days on it?
days?
Yeah, we will see.
You'll be able to use it the day after the full moon then, right? That'll be the last day, the last possible day that you can use
No, it's 1 more day after that. It's got 5 days on it. If this
it.
is the
Oh,
second.
okay. So then sure, right after the full moon, then we can go answer the invitation, talk to Strahd, and then use the flower then, and maybe that'll set us off on our another leg of our journey here.
Wonderful.
But I think for now, I would like to talk to Madame Eva about this invitation. She seemed to know a lot, and no offense to you, sir, but I think she might know a bit more about Strahd.
Oh, I'm sure Madame Eva would know more than I. She's been here since I was a boy. The old man's very wrinkled face looks quite sincere as he says this.
I mean, she's gotten older too, right?
Oh, of course, everyone ages, but she
Different.
can see the future. She's magic.
Interesting. And with that, I'll walk off and go over to Madame Eva's tent.
I'll go to Madame Eva too. I want to talk to her.
I'll go sheepishly.
Okay, as you are all approaching Madame Eva's tent, while this was going on, Raylan, who has been pretty far from the bonfire, kind of just over in the trees, working on his ring a little bit, finishing carving it up, and counting his arrows, getting all of his armor pieces back together. Raylan, as you're over here, you see a small flash of white off in the woods a little bit, and a light giggle, just a little bit off in the woods, and you hear movement, kind of running away a little bit.
I do what any sane and reasonable person would do, and I get up and I follow the light.
Okay. It looks almost like a small torch kind of bounding off in the distance, but you catch up to it quite quickly, and it doesn't seem to be responding to your movement until it stops suddenly when you're about 5 to 10 feet away. As it stops suddenly, it kind of starts to expand as you notice nothing is holding this ball of light in the air, and as it expands outward, it takes on the ghostly form of a small girl, one that you have seen several times. And as she looks out at you, she extends her hand, and you hear this voice come out. Her mouth doesn't move, but you hear it coming from her form. And she says, "Kirill has taken things from both of us. He killed my parents, and he killed me. Her eyes look sadly into yours.
I thought it was me. I thought I did those things.
It was Kirill. Kirill killed my family. And I cannot find peace. I am trapped here. I need something to find rest."
I will stop him. I will end him. And I will not let him take any more lives.
A small tear forms in her eye and slides down her cheek, and but a small smile also forms at the corners of her lips, and she nods, and in her outstretched hand forms a small spectral wildflower, and she holds it out to you.
I take it from her.
Okay, as you reach out to grab it, you notice that it seems to have a solid form, even though your hand passes through her spectral form. And as you take it from her hand, she disappears. And the flower, it looks like a regular wildflower now as it sits in your hand, just a small purple wildflower.
Does it look like the other purple flower we found?
No, it does not. It just looks like a regular wildflower. And smelling it, it smells like a regular wildflower. Not one you've seen here in Barovia, though. And looking at it, it does recall or bring back memories of the area around where you were a soldier, a paladin before, a knight, and they used to grow wild along the plains there.
I'm holding the flower. She's gone now.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say thank you to where she was, and then slowly start making my way back to the camp.
Okay. It takes a little bit of time as you're kind of looking down at it, thinking as you're walking, but you make it back to the camp without any issue. As you all come to the outside of Madame Eva's tent, the flaps are down and closed, and as you approach, you don't really hear anything from inside.
Can I just kind of like knock? Is there like a hard surface that I can knock on?
There is not a hard surface, it's just fabric sheets.
Yeah, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna open one then and poke my head in.
Okay. As you lift it open, this the very dim light seems to kind of emanate from the inside of the tent, and she says, "Well, come on in then. If you have no patience, come on in then."
I'm sorry. I didn't. Am I? I'll wait. I'll close the door.
No, no, you are not intruding. Come on, come on.
Okay.
She waves you in.
I feel
I'll
like you
go in.
should have seen us coming.
You all walk into the tent. It seems very dimly lit in here. Pretty dark, almost. She sits there, so you have questions?
A few, yeah. There is one kind of big one and one kind of small one that I have. Well, the second one's not really a question. I just let's start with the invitation, I suppose. Do you know that we've been invited to talk to Strahd, to have dinner with him, no less?
It is assumable that he would take an interest in all of you. He did, after all, bring you here. For what purposes, those are only known to him.
Can you, I mean, do you know what we should expect? Is there anything we should prepare to? I mean, it seems kind of odd that he would invite us to dinners. I mean, is he just gonna invite us to kill him? I don't understand.
I do not believe that he fears that any of you will kill him. Or else he wouldn't have put himself at such risk. I think that he has genuine interest in one or maybe even more of your group. For what purposes? And she just kind of shrugs.
What do you think the odds are of us never leaving that place again once we enter?
I think that if he does not want you to leave, then you will not. But I see you all destined for something greater, and if the fates are true, then you will, as the cards have said, have your chance against him.
Against him. Do you think we'll end up fighting him?
I should hope. You will have no other way to leave the mists.
Or save Dresley's sister?
She nods and looks over at Dresley.
Well, the second thing that I had was, and I want to pull out the, like, little wicker symbol and the picture and show her. We went across the lake, we were led there by some ravens, and we found this.
Ah, and she takes it in her hand as she reaches out to grab it. She says, ah, these are quite ancient. No one has made one of these in quite some time. And she kind of just stares at it silently for a moment, a good long minute. And then she sighs and she says, there were those who were devout to the Raven Queen. She had many priests and priestesses in this land that were sworn to keep the dead from rising until someone stopped them.
Well, they are definitely
So-
rising again.
You have cleansed this shrine.
I mean, we destroyed all there were portals. There were dead coming through the portals. We closed all the portals. Yeah, so I think so.
And then you have seen this creature.
The one there was a massive dog-looking.
I minor
I-
illusion a picture of him. Or a
He,
figure.
He has been known as the Caretaker. He works for the Dark Lord. Carries out his bidding to prevent any area that might cause issue for his undead minions to wander the lands of Barovia.
So he works for Strahd?
Undoubtedly so.
This is not good then. He
Wow.
knows that.
Yeah, that's not good. If that's the case, then Strahd knows that we're
What's the one on his
fixing
side?
things, I suppose. Or at least stopping his minions from doing things. So.
Well, when we do go, we need some kind of plan for escape. Worst comes to worst. We need an out.
That would definitely be wise.
Yeah, I don't know what that could be though. I don't have anything to get anyone else out. I can get myself out. Maybe.
Maybe tiptoe out, but maybe.
Bond said he
God.
can go invisible. I can turn two of us invisible.
I doubt that if we go there, I doubt we'll. And should his intentions be to kill us or trap us there, I really doubt that we'll be able to get away. It's just very unlikely.
I feel like we should not go then.
I mean, you saw what he did with the priest's son. Blasted him with a light from a mile off. I mean,
And
what's gonna stop him from
as
doing
you
that to
as you
us?
say this, Madame Eva says, "You should not reject his invitation. Such a thing, he would take great offense to."
More offense than stopping one of his plots in that tomb there.
Yes, yes, I do believe that he would.
What an odd man.
Yeah, I don't think we have a choice in going, but I don't I don't believe Strahd knows what our intentions are or which way we'll swing, if we're on his side or someone else's side. I don't know. There's no way that he knows that.
I'm sure he
I'm
does
sure
know
he's
our
watching
intentions.
us, but
We want to leave.
right. But I don't know if he expects us to come there, do something for him, grovel, and then ask him politely to leave, or if he realizes we are willing to fight our way out of here if that's what it takes. I don't think he knows that. So I think to some degree we have an advantage in going and talking to Strahd, where I mean, what is he gonna do? He's just gonna sit at his table and I don't know. I don't think we're at a complete disadvantage going to talk to him, and I just can't imagine that anything bad would happen. Of course, he's not afraid of us, so what would letting us go do?
Never known
And he
you
got
to
his
be
4
the optimist.
bodyguards. Maybe he will kill us. If we go, he kills us. If we don't go, he kills us. I mean, I think our chances of surviving are better if we go.
But the math does not add up.
I
But
mean, this is his kingdom.
if
we
she says
we
we do
can't
not
stop
have a
him from
choice,
hunting
I
us.
trust her.
Yeah. We're locked in here. The mist surrounds this entire area or entire. Is this a kingdom? I don't even know what this is.
Better not annoy him too much until we can deal with it in our way. Well, this was a good talk. That is,
Oh, yeah.
anyone has anything else?
I don't think
No.
I'm gonna go
Check out the hope for the
prepare our
best.
tent for the night.
We don't get the old.
Before you head off, Sazed, if you would still like, or if you would change your mind on your reading about your fate, I could still reveal it to you.
It is alright, I will take my chances without knowing.
That is fair.
Thank you, though.
Bye.
Oh. We lose.
Kim.
Oh no.
Oh god, Kim.
Kim, no.
That usually means Boba's going too.
Oh no, she just AFK'd
No,
out.
she's.
Oh.
He hadn't talked in a while.
I don't have my Discord pulled up. I didn't realize it was
Okay. She's been listening.
Once Tim and Sazed leave, I'm gonna hang back a moment.
Okay, as they leave out, Madame Eva puts her fingertips together on the table and looks at you.
I didn't want to make you feel like I was trying to be rude yesterday. I had a lot to think about, and what you said kind of reaffirmed something that man said in my dreams. I just wanted to say sorry if I am polite.
Oh, understandable, dear. Many individuals run from this tent halfway through their reading because they don't like what they hear. I understand why you had left.
Will you have a good night?
And you as well. Try to rest as much as you can.
Ooh, spooky
There's
foreshadowing.
danger in your future.
I'm in danger.
I'm gonna head off to the river again.
Okay. Okay, as everyone has left the tent, Raylan, you have seen that Dresley also left the tent heading down, or heading over towards the river.
Okay. I just like to walk into the tent.
Oh, couldn't you all have just come at once?
Sorry, I was a little preoccupied.
Of course you were. And you have questions. How can I help you?
And you tell me where I could find Carol.
Oh yes, Kirill. He's who you search for the most.
Yes.
You will find him west. Him and his pack. They hide in the mountains, the caves. Their home.
Can I beat him?
I guess that will depend on you. I would definitely suggest that you keep your friends with you. You will definitely need their help.
Thank you.
She smiles as you thank her and she nods. You see the candles starting to dim even more as you leave out from the tent.
I go find some food.
Okay, as you swing by the line, there is no one still in line. The soup is just kind of open for grabs, and you're able to get yourself some pretty good, still warm venison stew.
I I would like to walk into the tent. You know, seems like something fun to do.
Okay.
She's like just about to lay down. God damn it!
I want to make sure my mask is down. Just kind of, you know, creepily, slowly, horns, eyes, nose, and mouth. Go.
She already knows you're coming.
How you doing?
I am good. Did you have a fun reprieve from Barovia?
You know, it was interesting. Yeah,
Wait a
we'll leave it
minute.
at interesting.
I see you have obtained an interesting new item there, a fancy mask.
Right? It's pretty cool. I'm a fan. Yeah. So, doesn't she do like fortunes and things?
You
Is
you
that-
had your fortune read before when you
Oh.
were in here, yes.
Just wanted to say hi.
Just okay. Just I wasn't sure if she was reading fortunes. Yeah, I couldn't remember. Yeah. So this is my cool new mask. I had fun with the Magic Man. You gotta watch out for him. he'll appear pretty much about anywhere. So keep that in mind.
He's a very concerning individual, in my opinion, with his flitting about in such erratic ways. But it is good that you enjoyed your time with him.
Do you know him like personally, or just you know about him?
I know about him.
Ah, okay. Okay. I wasn't sure. We didn't
Many
talk.
here have come across items on their travels, and he appeared before them with interest in those items. They sold them, of course, when they found they were potentially dangerous.
Oh, interesting. I mean, he has quite a collection. But
Oh.
okay, well, well, I guess we'll leave it at that. I'll see you soon. Little finger guns as I walk out.
Sleep tight, Bond. Don't let the brain bugs bite.
Oh no!
Oh,
Hey,
hit him with his low
I
spot.
like what you did with there.
It's fine. It's dead.
Kind of dead, you know. Just slowly poisoning my body, you know, like cancer.
Oh no!
I walk away.
Bond's got
Oh.
cancer.
It's not
Brain
parasite, it's literally just cancer.
Yeah.
It's a tumor.
You did this to him.
It's a
Don't you can't
tumor.
be sad.
The tumor gave him powers.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
It's not a mind flayer, baby. It's a tumor.
So, what is everyone else doing? Or what is everyone doing for the rest of the night?
Living a healthy life.
Oh my god.
I'm staring
I would
into the
like
river,
to study my gem more.
skipping rocks and wondering how it would be to not have a tumor.
A timeline.
Okay, Nikolai, you said you're gonna pull out the gem and study it.
Yep.
Okay. As you look into this gem, you see the flickering of fire inside of it. It looks like there's a small fire burning inside of this gem, and as you focus on it and concentrate, you hear this voice. It says, "Release me." And everyone around you looks in your immediate direction, and it's obvious that they all heard it as well.
Oh no.
The fuck was that?
I hope it's the same demon from the Shield.
Round
two.
Come on.
I'm gonna shove it back into my scarf.
Okay, as you take it in your hand and start to shove it back in your scarf, it burns. Give me a Constitution
no.
saving throw.
What?
Okay, it burns your hand
no.
so badly that you drop it onto the ground, and it says, "Insolent whelp, you will listen to me."
Hot, 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 hot.
Oh my god.
I would like to cast Mage Hand and pick it up and shove it in my scarf.
Okay.
Smile.
Your invisible hand comes out and grasps the gem up, and as it is pushing it into the scarf, you hear, "No, no, stop!" Oh! And then it goes into your scarf.
Well,
was that?
that was awkward. I don't know.
Raylan's just staring awkwardly at.
There's a fire inside my gem and it talks.
You should probably talk to it and see what it wants. Otherwise, you're gonna
No,
reach
but-
in there, it's gonna come out again.
Guessing he wants
I will.
relief.
I'd rather do it somewhere safer than here at the camp. I think.
It's
It
actually a
might
pretty good idea.
possibly try to burn your fingies next time you reach in there.
Not his thingies.
Yeah, you gotta watch your little fingy tips.
Once Raylan finishes eating, he's just gonna pull out the bestiary and start drawing a picture of Eleanor. The car from
Okay.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
Oh my god. He had a vision of
Wow.
a beast of steel.
Lowrider was playing, and
Thunder.
then Nicolas Cage just did this weird hand motion that ruined the entire movie for me.
Oh my goodness. You don't like his hand jerk?
I hate everything about that man.
Wow.
You should really watch his newish movie.
Well, we don't have anything else
The
planned for the
Green
day.
one?
Yep. Where
Yeah.
like Friday Night at Freddy.
Yeah.
Well, kind of like that. That's his best one yet.
I want to go to sleep.
I
I think
would-
it's time.
Okay. As you
I would
all...
like to cast Sending.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I asked you to
Who,
cast
who are you
Sunday.
sending to?
Soros!
Okay, and what are you sending to Soros?
I will say, hey Soros, forgot to mention, you can only briefly respond and in a few words. Tell me all you can and if you are in immediate danger.
Sorry, I was counting.
I already counted, it's fine.
You did it super fast, so it was hard to count. But okay. Yeah, there's the brief pause, and then you hear a grunt. Oh. I'm below ground. Guards. In a cell. And then that's all you hear.
Should have told him how many words. It was like 4 words. Well, Raylan, he seems to be below ground. There are guards, and he is in a cell. So, not in great shape,
But he's not dead.
but not dead. Right side.
Thank you for doing that for me.
Once we get out of this tutorial sending, maybe we can get some more information. Perhaps tomorrow. Bless you.
Thanks.
That was one of Soros's messages, or words.
Sneeze, yeah.
He's got a cold. Oh no, we gotta hurry.
It might
So
be
is anyone
cancer.
else doing anything before they lay down for bed?
I was gonna make. I can do it like at.
What
I
was
don't
it?
know. My mic.
Yeah, her mic keeps cutting out. Hold on.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, my mic's being stupid. After we pinch the tent and stuff, I just kind of want to map out that shrine.
Okay, the shrine underground that you guys were in. Okay. Have you done a tools check for today yet?
Not today.
Okay. Give me a check with your calligrapher's tools then.
Ooh.
I'm never gonna get this proficiency.
Okay.
Not when you burn your maps like that.
It's kind of hard to get the perfect detail down for the inside of the map because it was very dark down there, and a lot of the time that you were down there was with a large number of undead creatures that were kind of distracting from it. But you did get the basic layout of and shape of the underground portion of the tomb. Anyone doing anything else before they lay down?
I would like to clean myself by the river and then go to bed.
Okay. Everyone but Raylan, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
No.
Stupid pie.
I refuse.
Balls.
With advantage, right?
No.
Not
Oh,
bad.
21? Hells yeah.
What else?
Okay, Nikolai, Bon, and Sazed. You all feel fine. You feel very full from the meal that you had and very tired. Tem and Dresley, you still feel very hungry, specifically for that pie that you'd had before, and you both remember that Nikolai has got a single serving left.
No, I told him to burn it.
Did
Yeah,
he
I
burn
burned
it?
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Then you're both aware that he does not have it.
That
And
was my pie.
as the two of you lay down
I don't know
to
what you're talking
rest,
about.
you have quite a lot of difficulty falling asleep and staying asleep. Is anyone posting a watch for the night? Or
I'd like to cast an alarm around
Okay.
where we're sleeping.
Yeah, I'll take first watch.
I'll take first watch with him.
Okay, give me a perception check. Both of you who are staying up.
Perception. 18.
Okay.
13.
You don't see anything super eventful that occurs outside of your tent. Inside your tent, you do notice that Dresley and Tem seem to be rolling from side to side, tossing and turning, not being able to find a comfortable position and get sleep. And as your watch starts to come to an end, you see that several of the Vistani has started to head off to their own tents. The fire is dying out. They are all going to bed as well.
They don't look so good.
As your watch comes to an end,
I'll take number 2.
Ah, I was gonna say I'll wake Mon up anyway. I
will wake up Tem since he seems to be awake anyway.
okay.
I'll tell Bond to
Uh,
keep an eye on Tem and Dresley.
I'm so hungry.
I offer him some rations before I go to bed.
I don't want that.
I don't wanna.
The thought of it actually makes your stomach feel kind of sick because it's already got food in it, but you want something to eat and it's not that.
We have McDonald's at home.
McDonald's at home. MREs.
Okay, Tim and Mon, give me perception checks.
Ooh. Where was that for your Raven?
I know, right?
Wow.
Okay. You don't see anything too out of the ordinary. You do see Tem off in the distance, what appears to be a a fish that hops out of the water in the river quite a lot. And it seems to be swimming upstream, and then it swims back, and you see it kind of hopping around in the water before it comes up to the shore, and you watch that young lady you were dancing with the night prior step out. But other than that, nothing else occurs that you all see.
That's good.
Wow, so what occurred that we didn't see?
Hold on.
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
The
I
whole
will let
world,
you know.
whole entire world is going on around us.
Okay. As you were all asleep, or as you were on your watch, though, Nikolai, you start to have a dream about something.
No, I don't.
Oh god, it got so quiet.
Nuh-uh.
I don't want to dream.
Okay. Nikolai, you find yourself back at your home. Before you had left, when your mother was sick and your teacher, hold on, I gotta get this right. Piotr?
Yep.
Is that right? Piotr,
Yep.
um, was taking care of her, and you had just walked in from a day's travel to the market for medicine to bring back to her.
I will take the medicine over and see how she's doing.
Okay, as you approach her bed, she's laying there. She looks sick, but she's actually starting to look a lot better. She's currently resting, and as Piotr presses a soft, wet cloth to her forehead, he says, "She's been doing a lot better, Nikolai. I think that she will be able to pull through this." Uh,
What?
sorry,
Hello?
I lost
Oh,
my
okay.
place.
That's all right.
Okay, there we go. Now I've lost my push to talk button. I was holding down space. He says, she I think it will pass shortly. All that she needs now is the medicine, and you've gotten it as I had asked. Yes?
I have, and I'll give him the medicine.
Ah, wonderful. Thank you, Nikolai. Your your assistance in my work has been invaluable, and I will never be able to thank you. Or perhaps I will. Nikolai, this life that surrounds us, this world, it's all so fleeting, so temporary. And there's so much more. His wrinkles look to sag very heavily on his face, and his old eyes look down at your mother as he unstoppers the potion. He lifts up the back of her head and helps to pour it down her mouth, and she drinks it slowly. Nikolai, I think I think that you shall not like what I have planned for you, but one day you will come to understand when your flame no longer burns as brightly and the darkness closes in upon you. Your mother starts to shuffle in the bed and move around a little bit, shaking, she starts to sweat heavily as it beads on her brow and then falls across her face. She starts to sit up.
Mommy?
And as she sits up, her face now transformed into a pale, horrific vision, its red eyes glaring out towards you. She lunges out towards you. What do you do?
I would like to yell Piotr Y and cast Burning Hands.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Okay. As flames erupt out from your hands, they strike over the bed, over the undead form of your mother now risen. She thrashes against the flames, striking into the wall, starting more fire as it begins to very rapidly cover the walls of the room, spreading across the entire house. And in moments, the entire place is engulfed in flames around you as Piotr begins laughing. Uh, Wickedly, the flames burning away his skin. And then he stands before you, his staff in his hand. This deathly visage, as the rest of his form seems to burn away from the fire. A large explosion rocks from his body.
Oh, no.
Little hand
Oh,
without
no.
a big hand.
And your house is completely demolished by the force of it as debris flies in separate directions, still on fire from the flames you had created before. He continues laughing as the force knocks you back from him. And then he starts to fade as you feel yourself slipping unconscious and slowly waking up.
I thought I
That
had
was
some
awful.
dreams.
Oh no, it's happy music now.
That wasn't supposed to be the. There we go. Okay, so Nikolai and Dresley are woke up for their watch. Dresley, you do not feel like you got really any kind of sleep.
Let's let him out. Did you let her? Nope, she didn't go. Only Reza went out. Sorry, didn't realize my mic was on.
And you two begin your watch. Let me get perception checks from each of you.
Okay.
Okay. Nikolai, in the early morning before the sun rises, after about 30 minutes into your watch or so, you and Dresley both see a figure coming out from Madame Eva's tent. It's quite off in the distance. You can just barely make out the shadow of it as it walks around the corner of her tent and towards the river.
We both see this?
I'm counting your rolls as like together for watches because it just otherwise then I guess I mean yeah this way you both see it.
You
This
said
way
we
everyone
couldn't
on
tell
one.
what he looks like?
You could not tell what the person looked like. It just looked very shadowy,
Big or small?
roughly humanoid shape. Looked like
Oh.
humanoid shape and size.
They look like a male escort.
I mean it was kind of hard for Nikolai to tell from that distance.
I stroked my beard,
Mm.
thinking about it. Who do you think that was, Dresley?
Maybe someone that needed to talk to her? She just kind of keeps looking over where you kind of disappeared at.
You don't see any other movement from that direction.
I wonder
They
if
walk.
I-
They walked kind of. Hold on. Like this. Yeah, around that way.
Interesting. So they just left camp, huh?
As far as you can tell, that's the way it appeared.
Maybe he just didn't want to be seen. I don't really want to follow and then like.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on going anywhere either, so.
Okay. You continue the rest of your watch as normal. Just before the sun starts to rise, you see what could possibly be the same shadowy figure moving from around the same from the back of the tent around to the front and inside again.
Okay, that's weird. Maybe we should wake everybody up and check it out.
This is just before. It's only about a few minutes before sunrise. Everyone's long rest is almost completed.
Do you think
Just
it's
so you
her?
know when.
Let's say, yeah, it could have been her leaving in the middle of the night.
Well, we can tell them when they wake up. They should be up soon.
That works for me.
Okay, and as the long rest concludes, you begin to wake everyone up, and Tem and Dresley, you were unable to benefit from a long rest, and you suffer a single point of exhaustion.
Oh,
However, you no longer feel this rock in the pit of your stomach, this hunger for these pies. You don't feel it. You do feel hungry for breakfast, but you don't feel that craving for that specific food anymore.
Then tracking on.
What's that?
Oh, I'm turning the exhaustion level tracking thing on.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know they'll do that.
But now we know.
Yeah, we know.
Can't wait till we get back to Barovia so I can get some more pies.
I'm so hungry.
Good morning,
Nikolai,
everyone.
did you make breakfast?
Nope.
Can I go see if I can find breakfast?
Yeah, they are just starting to cook over there by the tent where they have been making the meal. They have not finished cooking yet, but it seems they're getting something started.
Now that I've finished my watch, I want to go over there and help them.
Okay. As you go to help with the cooking, she waves you on over, hands you an apron, and give me a roll with cooking supplies, which would be just D20 plus intelligence.
The modifier, you mean?
Yeah, your modifier.
Okay.
Not plus all of it. Yeah.
That would
Okay,
be a
an
really good
11.
number.
Okay. You feel a little bit sluggish this morning after your watch, but you're able to help produce a pretty good meal.
All right.
Okay. You managed to make some sort of hash brown beef combo. It doesn't look extremely delicious, but it tastes really good. So what is everyone else doing as Nikolai cooks?
Trying to get more sleep.
I'm just pacing up and down the line, waiting to eat.
Looking for coffee and breakfast. That's about it.
What is coffee?
Delicious. I'm gonna make sure Sazed gets up, but I'm gonna let him know about what me and Nikolai saw.
Okay.
I'm gonna go do
I
my
forgot
training.
all about it already.
Did you see where they went?
Behind her tent towards the river, and a little bit later came back around.
For like over an hour.
I'm not sure how long it was.
It would have been about an hour or longer.
What do you think she could have been doing for over an hour? Probably just some divination stuff, right?
I didn't really want to follow her. At first, we thought it was someone else, but when they came back,
Should probably go say hi then, just to check up, make sure she's okay. We can do this before we go.
I was just kind of letting you know. I feel really tired still, but I have to train.
You still
I
feel
wouldn't feel right
tired,
without it.
not get a full night's sleep.
What I do.
You do look very tired. I assume she looks tired.
Oh yeah, she looks very tired. Underneath her eyes, just above the tattoos and the gold markings underneath or on her cheeks is very dark circles.
Would you like to continue to try to get some sleep?
No, I'll get sick tonight. I'm gonna go out and kind of find like to just kind of like use that as a target, kind of half-ass, but still train.
Okay.
I'll
If I see her
join
off over there, like training or whatever, I'll try. I'll go as well.
Okay.
Raylan's already out there training.
Impatient with the line, becoming a food line. You rush over there with Dresley and begin to train.
Damn cooks take forever to get my breakfast.
You lost your spot in line now.
About 5 minutes into your training, people are starting to get food from the line.
Tim, you don't look
I
great
will
either.
wait.
Did you not sleep?
I did not sleep at all. I tossed and turned. I was up. I was never asleep. I don't think. It was terrible. It was the worst experience.
Was it the pies?
I really
know.
wanted one.
Now that you mention it, I don't want pie, actually.
That's maybe a good sign.
Yeah, I want real food. I'm starving. Yes, but we must finish our training. We gotta keep doing this. Gotta keep our routine.
My minor illusion food all around me.
I'm gonna smack him, trying to break his concentration.
You could roll opposing d20s.
Do it.
16!
Oh my god.
He manages to. He takes the slap on the cheek and takes a bite of an illusory chicken wing, and then takes another bite, licking the entire bone clean in front of you.
Wow. Fucking savage. Proud of you.
I'm starting to enjoy this training, actually.
Raylan tries to shoot an apple. That's not really there.
Sails right through the table and everything, but goes right through the apple. Illusion of an apple.
Chalk that up as a win.
So as you all complete your training and then line up for food, which is the line has died down quite a lot, and there's still plenty of food to go around. That is where we're going to take a quick break. But as you have all gathered your breakfast and sat down to eat, what would you like to do?
Become proficient in sharpshooter.
Is it? It's
Try
daytime,
my-
right?
It is morning time, yes.
Oh, okay, I keep hearing nighttime sounds.
Yeah, I don't have a forest daytime.
Just think of them as morning crickets.
Yeah, they're morning crickets.
It's
right.
morning time.
I'll accept that.
Here, we'll go with this. Sounds wintry, but
Well, you know, they just said it hasn't hit spring yet. Coming soon, but not there yet. So technically still winter.
right.
Is anybody proficient at tracking?
Yes.
I mean, I could
Kind of
definitely
one
get-
of my main things.
Want to see if you can find some footprints?
Sure. I will go look for footprints.
Where did you? Just anywhere.
I found some all around our tent.
Where
There are also several around the bonfire and the wagon.
did, where did you say you saw the figure come out from Madame Eva's tent? Dresley?
Sorry.
I will go to Madame Eva's tent.
I will
and
go
quietly
assist
look for
him.
the go look for the most freshest prints that led around back towards the river.
Okay, give me a survival check.
I will assist him.
Okay, give me one with advantage.
Oh my god.
Lucky duck, you said that in time.
Oh
Oh my god.
She did well to hide her track.
9.
A lot of the hoof prints from the horses that have been watering in the area seem to be covering up much of the footprints as they begin to get closer to the shore of the river. So you're not really able to follow them too far. It seems like they go around the back of the tent, but then that's where you lose track of them.
Well, do you see them?
She just, whoever it was, just disappeared right when they got back here. There's literally no footprints past this point.
I thought. Do I believe him?
Maybe she just needed to pee.
You could both do opposing roles. That's the whole deception versus insight.
I'm not decepting, that's what I saw.
20.
Well, technically,
I
you see
mean-
that they are there, but they get obscured by the hooves of the horses. It's not necessarily that it appears as if someone disappeared. Oh yeah,
Like,
he definitely seems like he just lost track. Kind of doesn't want to admit.
Thought you were good at this. Should I have got someone else?
I don't think.
Like Bond.
James
If
Bond.
you think someone would be better at it.
That's
but
okay.
I-
Probably gone
pretty-
anyway. Do I see
it's
anything
pretty
in the
cool.
distance? Any like thing that would
Give me
make
a perception
make
check.
it seem like someone would walk over to her and do some weird divination shit? Ooh, good. Perception. 22.
22. Out in the river a little bit, you see what seems to be a small piece of wood coming up out of the water, but it seems like it's standing kind of straight up, maybe about a foot and a half out of the water. And it doesn't appear to be floating there, though. It appears to be sticking straight up. Pretty hard to spot, but you can see it. It's pretty far out there, though. You don't know if someone would swim out that far to it. But it is what you see in the river.
Well, I'm already out here. We'll be right back. I'll
going?
take off any clothing I don't want to get super wet. And I will cast Dancing Lights and go swim out and see if I see anything out there.
Raylan gets uncomfortable and walks away.
Okay. It's a little bit of a fight against the current of the river as you get further out. It starts to narrow towards a river again on the east, and you can start to feel the current, but you're able to push through it fairly easily. And you get out to this spot. It appears to be a large post of wood, and as you dive down and look under the water, it seems to go all the way down to the bottom of the river here. Give me another perception check.
Not as good. 16.
16. Okay. It looks like there's a lot of wooden debris down there at the bottom around this one post. It's kind of hard to make out exactly what it is, but it seems to resemble sort of a dock or maybe some kind of wooden structure that would have been out here on the water at some point. Now appears to have sunk.
That's all I see. I will go back.
Okay. So you fight back against the current towards the shore. Give me a strength check as it's trying to really pull against you now, having been out in the water for a little bit. 9? Okay. The current manages to carry you a good several hundred feet
Oh my god.
down the current, or down the river, before you're able to finally get to shore, because you start to lose any kind of energy as you're swimming back in. But you do safely make it to shore, just pretty tired.
Not doing that again. That was a bad idea. I will prestidigitation all the water off and go get my clothes eventually. On the
Okay.
long
It's a
walk,
river.
prestidigitation here and there.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure what you expected there, Sazed. It's a river.
Did everyone just kind of watch this? Is that what happened there?
I had walked away.
I mean, there's
Otherwise-
not much
No,
else
no,
going
I
on.
wasn't
So,
there.
Otherwise, I
We're
would.
still at the
Otherwise,
cooking tents.
I thought you went to go eat as well.
Yeah, that's probably eating.
I
was-
ate
I was-
at the tents.
What's that?
I ate there at the cooking tents.
Oh, okay.
I was eating and enjoying my show.
I was behind the
friend
tent.
almost
You didn't
drowned
say.
me.
As I walk back, I'll just pop into Madame Ava's tent.
Okay. As you get back, you put on your clothes first?
Oh yeah, obviously.
Okay, I assume.
just watching
Um,
when it's naked. What up?
just like
Bitches.
poke my head in.
Nice morning swim.
Stop doing that. I just wanted to make sure everything's okay. Think you're here safe.
Of course I am here and safe. Why wouldn't I be?
That is a good question. There are strange happenings all around this place. Well, have a nice day.
You as well. And she smiles at you. As you're leaving out, Sazed, roll an insight check for me.
21.
Okay. You see, as you're looking at her, as you look back at her, as when you're heading out through the tent, her face looks younger for a moment, like
Sacrificing babies.
quite young actually,
She's
like
eating a unicorn.
as young as the girl Tem had spoke to, or many of the other younger Vistani ladies that you've seen. She looks quite young, just for a moment, and then she looks her same old self as you'd seen her before. Her smile not changing as her face seems to.
I scrunch my eyebrows at her. Wait, or well, give her a quizzical look, and I will leave.
Okay.
I don't know how well I've been paying attention, but there seem to be less women today than there were yesterday. Because
No,
there's not a lot,
seems-
right?
There are not a ton of women around, but doesn't seem as if their numbers have changed in any way, shape, or form. Not anything particularly noticeable, anyway.
I'll join everyone.
Okay. Nikolai's still at the cooking tent. Chatting up recipes.
Well, there's something going on with her, but it may be beyond us and not our business, I guess. Could be bad, could be good, could be nothing. But she's been helpful, so... Is it really? But,
Can and now.
she's been helpful to us, so... Maybe not to pry too much into it.
Just kind of check it off as weird and let it go.
Yes. This is their camp. We are guests here.
I mean, if you want to ask, we can just walk over and ask. I have no problem doing that.
Sounds like you want to ask. I was fine not asking.
I don't really care either way. She has some weird stuff going on, you know. Everybody seems to here anyways, so I don't really see it as out of the ordinary at this point.
Yes, that's true.
Besides, as much as we were in and out of her tent, I mean, there are probably other people that are in and out just as much.
I still got the weird feeling. I don't trust anything going on here.
Well, welcome to Barovia.
Yeah, definitely not a very trustworthy place. But
Shall we
What
leave
time are
then?
you guys planning on leaving?
Now is good.
probably now.
As soon as Tim packs up the tent.
Wow.
Did you? I mean, I set it up, so you can take it down.
I will
Thanks, Tim.
go
Alright,
attempt
walk
to
away.
try to take down the tent, because I'm sure Tem has no fucking idea how to do that.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a mess as Tem tries to take down the tent. He does easily get it to come down
Half of it sticking
after
out of the
knocking
bag.
some poles over. It's pretty messy of a bundle as he brings it back, but it is kind of put together.
Kinda. Do we need any?
I think I did it.
Well, you
And as
could.
he drops it, like the poles kind of fall out. Things are not really put together. Not in any way that it'll stay together for very long.
Don't worry, you'll get better with practice. Does anybody need to pick anything up? Silvered weapons,
Ooh,
ammo.
thank you for reminding me. I will go see the blacksmith guy.
Okay. He is eating a meal on the back of his wagon as you approach, he raises his hand in greeting, finishes what he was chewing, and says, I finished your arrows, full silver, all the way through. I had some fletching done on the end with some feathers I found. I hope it's suitable." He produces a leather satchel that has 6 silver arrows in it, and the feathered fletching on the back seems to be very dark feathers.
He killed some of the ravens.
Acceptable. I take the preferred arrows and I
Okay.
thank him for his craftsmanship. And I put them in the quiver. Next
Oh,
to
you're
the-
welcome. I hope they aid you in whatever you need them for. He slurps loudly from his bowl of juice. Cup of juice. Might be
Cup of
juice.
juice.
Screwdriver.
Is it blood?
Oh my god.
It's orange.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, maybe.
Is there like a general goods person or somewhere where we can get components?
Araja did sell general goods and stuff like that when he visited you. You remember that.
Yeah, but is there anyone left? Because he's not here right now, right?
He is still here. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go see him if he's still.
Yes. I actually have a picture for him. It's Araja.
Oh, he's much better than I thought. And a dude.
Oh yeah, he's a short, squat
Dude. What?
individual.
Yeah, the other girl's
It's-
name is Rain.
And
Rain?
there's Rena.
Rena. yeah.
Yes.
Oh, she has a fish too. On her, is that a fish on her foot? Or, I don't know. No, that's
Oh,
not the fish girl. Never mind.
On her
never mind.
what?
No, that's Fish Girl.
That's fish girl. I don't know what her name is. I just call her fish girl. in my notes.
She's still there, right? Yeah. Okay.
Believe it or
Okay.
not, she actually just goes by Fish Girl for all her friends, so.
As you approach Araja, he has finished his breakfast, and he does seem to be readying up his wagon. Well, what can I do for you? Have you found something else terribly evil and killed it for me? I know I didn't send you on a job, but you bring me something.
Not yet. I was actually wondering if you had powdered silver. If you...
Sure, I carry a little bit of powdered silver. How much do you need?
Enough for 2 spells. So 50 gold.
I have. That'll probably clean me out, but I think I have just enough for that. Yeah. Sounds fair to me. 50 gold pieces for the silver.
Okay. Do you also have like just a large set of common clothes? Something. It gets tiring wearing armor all the time.
Oh.
You don't have any clothes.
Just
No, I don't have
regular
any common.
regular clothing.
Yeah,
Sure.
just something comfortable.
I am sure we have something in your size. And he gets out some pretty plain-looking clothes for at least how the Vistani dressed, very colorful garments and stuff. This looks more like the sort of Barovian style. It's very muted colors, lots of gray tones.
Jason has
These
plenty
would
of
be
outfit.
perfect. Thank you.
If you ever
Um,
need an outfit, I have plenty.
Let's see, we can call this a silver piece for the whole outfit. I don't deal in clothes that much.
That sounds. Thank you so much, and have a safe trip.
You as well, and come back. I'm sure sometime in the future I'll find a tale of some other creature I have interest in someone killing for me.
I'm sure we will.
Okay, he finishes tying up his horses, and you see that a couple of the other wagons also seem to be preparing to leave.
Hmm. Now I finally have common clothes. All I had was chainmail and a set of fine clothes.
Oh, you're fine. Okay. Like you just had no clothes.
You don't paint in your best clothes. You just don't do it.
Or you do, and that's how you get really good at it because you're scared to spill anything.
That's probably how she got really good.
Oh, shall we be off then?
Yep, I'm ready to go.
Think we can pry Nikolai away from the cooking? He seems very interested in it. Maybe he wants to stay. I'll go get Nikolai.
Okay.
Ready to go?
Yeah, sure.
You seem
we
to like
leaving?
it here. Or the cooking aspect, at least.
Yes, I like cooking. It soothes the troubled mind and lets me think.
I've never been very good at that.
Me neither, but I want to learn, so.
Well, we'll just be off then. You can cook us something at home.
Sounds good. I'm gonna thank everybody. Is there anybody else in the tent, actually, still? The other
Recipes.
Just the other cooks, yeah, the other
Yep.
people who are cooking.
I will tell them all goodbye and thanks for letting me cook with them.
They all thank you, and one of the cooks hands you a small canvas bag. It seems to have some vegetables inside of it. She says, "Take these with you. Add some flavor to the meals you hunt or your group hunts."
Thank you so much. And I will take the bag and bagception it into my scarf.
Okay. Bon, as you are readying up the horses and carriage,
Yes.
everyone else loading into the carriage and heading off towards the east, back towards Barovia. The
It's on the
village
way,
of
right?
Barovia.
Yep.
Okay, Bon, as you are guiding the horses on your journey, give me a animal handling check.
Big money, no whammy.
Oh man.
Hey,
Do I have to do one
not
too?
bad.
Yes.
Aha! 6. 7.
7. Okay. Nigel does not seem like he really wants to leave. He seems very reluctant.
I know, buddy.
To
There's
head
lots
away.
of horses. We will come back and visit them, I promise.
And he kind of drags behind a little bit. But after things start to, as the travel starts to go on and you get further away, he starts to catch up pace again with the rest of the carriage. And after a few miles, you find yourselves back at the crossroads again. The high road rising to the south and then curving back around to the west, and the rest of the road carrying on to the east. The gallows sits there, not such a cold chill in the air as you pass by. The graves by the roadside seem to be completely undisturbed as well. You continue along for another probably about 7 miles or so, and come across the bridge that you encountered the zombies on, and Mr. Rias shortly after. And you can see the village of Barovia off in the distance.
So it's over there, and away we go.
Sorry, doing math. Okay.
You don't need
And
to do math. It's
yeah,
okay.
I gotta, man. Okay, and it is about about 7 hours of travel.
Oh my.
Actually, that'd be 6. Sorry, my math was wrong. 6 hours on the road. Is there anything specific during this time that anyone wanted to try to do?
I probably we can't think of it right now.
I'm just saying because there are points where you have to stop, water the horses, give them a little bit of food, and then continue on. Stuff like that.
On one of the stops, I'd like to look for a local wildflower and pick it and grab it.
Okay.
If I
Sure.
can find one.
Is your or during one of your stops, as you're getting Nagel some water from a nearby stream, you see a couple flowers off to the side.
I'll just grab one and put it in my pack.
Okay.
Hopefully in a spot where it won't get damaged.
Okay. Yeah, there's like a little pouch off to the side of your backpack. You're able to kind of put it in there. Anyone doing anything else?
Just other than just caring for the horses, not much.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of try and redo the map of the shrine. I was on.
Okay.
Tim takes a nap.
I am just gonna, yeah, probably actually. I'll probably just sleep in the back.
Okay.
Just sort of like exhausted, right?
Yeah. It's very exhausting still. Um, as the travel passes, though, you find yourselves at the village of Barovia once again.
I look for Granny.
Coming from this way, though.
Gonna get me some pies.
Okay, as you roll into the village of Barovia, you do see there's a pretty large number of people out and about in the streets, more than when you were here before, for sure. They glance at your carriage as you pass, but they don't immediately run into a nearby house. They simply seem to kind of shy away from the road as you go by.
I think we're growing on them.
You come to the intersection with the tavern and Bildrath's Mercantile. That also leads down towards the Burgamite.
Burgermaster.
Now I don't know which one you're messing with me on.
Burgermeister.
It's Burgermeister.
It's Burga. It's
Burgermaster.
Burgamaster. Burgomaster.
Burgermaster.
Burgomaster. Okay.
I think it was
I got
Burgermeister.
I think
Was
it is
it?
I
Meister.
think it was
Oh my God,
Burgermeister, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to go
We
back
we
and
mostly
send a
made
note.
fun of the first name with the.
I called
kept
him the
insisting
Burgermeister.
Burger, but it is Meister.
It is definitely Burgomeister.
Yes, it is. Okay, Burgomeister. The Burgomeister's mansion, and the church off to the north.
Should we go speak
So-
with Bill Strahd? Or should we just continue on? Just getting
Raylan,
late.
give me a perception check as you're looking out for Maggie as you all
Maggie.
or not Maggie, sorry.
Mad,
know why I
it's
said
Mad
Mad
Maggie.
Maggie! Oh my
That's the
god.
wrong guy.
Ah, she
That's the
comes
wrong
back yet again.
Okay. You do not see her or her mule anywhere as you were traveling through here.
Oh no.
Are there any kids running around like as we're going through the going through this little town? Do we see
You
any
do,
like
you do see little small children outside playing in front of houses, yes.
can I like wave over one of the kids? Or like a group of kids, like a bunch of them?
Hey
Do you have
kids, I got candy.
Give,
Get in the back
give-
of my
I got
crate.
puppies too.
give me a persuasion check. Okay, as you lean out
Damn.
from the carriage and wave your hand towards these children, they look at each other. These two small boys and a older girl look at each other, and then they look back at the house behind them, and they sheepishly walk up to the carriage.
Can I I want to do like a magic trick, like cheesy, pull a coin from behind their ear. And yeah, I want to do that.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh god.
I was gonna say, are you good at magic?
Yeah.
Good enough to pull these
Damn.
children as you flip this coin out from underneath the inside of your palm, out from in front of their eyes. It almost seems as if it came straight out from behind their ear, and they smile and laugh, little taken aback, but kind of excited.
I'll give them the coin, and then so if that was like to one of them, then on the other one, I want to use like prestidigitation, and like so it says you create a non-magical trinket, right? So I want to like make them like a little. Can it be like a little mechanical chicken, like I don't know, like quarter-sized little mechanical chicken that they can wind up and it'll run?
Sure.
And I'll give that to him. It only lasts for an hour, but have fun with that while it lasts.
He takes it and he laughs. He kind of winds it up, and it bounces around in his hands as it unwinds.
The trinket lasts for 6 seconds.
Oh, it lasts for 6. Is it? No, it says
Does it?
oh, until your next turn. 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Colored
Okay.
marker symbol lasts for an hour.
Okay, so as it hops around for a little bit and then it poof disappears, he claps his hands, still very excited to see this thing apparate and then disappear in his hand.
And that's it. And actually,
That's
as we
it?
go through the town, I want to like talk to all. I want to just like every once in a while talk to like groups of kids and
Oh my
give
god.
them a couple of silver and make them little toys and like try and like make them laugh and be more like children rather than the depressed
Okay.
lot they are.
Ooh, those rolls should have been with disadvantage too.
Oh yeah, they should have. I mean, technically he did roll twice, and
Oh yeah, you're right.
Well,
Disadvantage.
did he sleep a little bit on the way here?
You can't recover exhaustion like that, though. You gotta actually
Oh,
rest or
well.
some other effect.
Tim, are you okay? What is going on?
I'm fine. I just
One thing you notice, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but Raylan, I just meant to say this. One thing you do notice, Raylan, while looking around is there's a closed sign on the front of Bildrad's Mercantile.
Should we go speak with Bildrath, or should we continue on? It is getting late already.
His shop is closed.
I think we have to stay here for the night, right? We don't have time to get back to the house tonight.
No, we'll have time to get back. It'll just
It's
kind of
only
be
6
late.
hours after morning, so it's like
Oh,
maybe
it's like
mid
1.
afternoon.
It's like 1.
Why is his shop closed?
Maybe it's his
Hmm.
off day.
Can maybe we should go across the street to the tavern real quick. Just stop in, ask if they've seen Bildrath, or if there's anybody on the street actually, like people that we
One of the
don't know. I'd like to talk
children.
to. Yeah, well, adults,
Um,
children, I don't care.
What about a nearby shop?
There's one individual that when you try to get his attention actually kind of approaches the cart. He's a middle-aged looking man. He's got his hat in his hands as he approaches, and he kind of is ringing it as he looks side to side walking towards your carriage. What can I help you with, sir?
We're looking for Bildrath.
He's sick. He's closed down the
He's
for
sick.
yeah.
Where does he live?
Oh, he lives at the store.
In the store?
Yeah, he lives in the store.
All right. Thank
How
you.
bad is his sickness? Do you know of it?
Oh, I don't know. I just know he's sick. He closed down the store a couple days ago.
A couple days ago. Maybe we should check on him real quick.
I think that's a good idea. Maybe we should open with an apology.
I'll go knock on his door.
Okay. As you approach his door and you raise your hand to knock, you notice right there in a knot on the door, it looks like there's this black spot. It kind of is oozing out from the door. This dark liquid kind of drips down onto the ground in front of it.
Well, that doesn't seem normal. Are there any windows I can look through?
All of them seem to be shuttered completely from the outside. You can try to move the shutters, but they are latched and it appears to be locked.
Bon! Are you good with locks on the
Yes.
inside? Would you be able to unlock these somehow?
Probably. I mean, of course, absolutely, easy.
Okay, Bon, as you pull out your lock tools and try to slide them in there and unlock the latch on the window, give me a lockpick check.
Thieves' tools account
Tools
or
check. Yeah, thieves
oh,
tools.
okay.
Lockpick check.
Come on.
Lockpick check.
There's my mouse. There it is. Yep. Okay, come on.
Easy enough for this pretty simple latch. You're able to work in one of the pieces back behind it, sweep the latch off, and open up the shutters.
I would like to whisper yell. Redemption!
Barely!
I don't want to talk about it. It's open. Here you go.
Can I see anyone inside? Or any more black grossness?
You do not see anyone in the immediate storefront. Give me a perception roll.
If it's too dark, I'll cast dancing lights.
Okay. It's not really too dark in there. It's a little shadowy, but you have your goggles on.
19.
19. Okay. You don't see any more black spots anywhere or black substance like that anywhere in there, but you do see along the back counter, the shelves on the wall behind it, a lot of them seem very disheveled and as if some of the stuff has been either knocked to the side or tipped over.
Guys, something's not right in here.
We should go upstairs and look, I think. Be careful for the big guy, though.
I look in the corners of the room.
You do not see Perry Wimple anywhere.
Harry
inside.
Winkle, that was his name.
Wimple.
Wimple.
He's not the
God,
Fonz.
season.
Should someone a little quieter than me go first, in case something we don't want to find is up there?
I'll go. I'm quiet.
Does somebody quieter than me and Tem want to go first?
Oh, this seems like a job for me. Sneaky, 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 sneak.
Raylan's waiting outside because he's not 100% sure what's happening.
I told everyone something's wrong inside.
Raylan doesn't care enough about Bill Droth to check him.
I almost
Okay,
wanted to.
Bomb, give me a stealth check. Are you climbing in through the window?
Yes.
As you are,
What the fuck?
as you open the window, it makes a pretty loud creaking noise as you lift it up. You hear, and it slides open the rest of the way quite smoothly, and you climb into the window.
Well, now they know we're here.
Hear a hacking cough as you enter from a room that seems to be back behind the counter.
Okay. I'm gonna creep steadily towards that coughing noise.
Okay,
I'll follow behind quietly as I
Alright.
can.
If
Okay.
you want.
roll a stealth check.
Well, terrible.
10.
Terrible.
10. As
All that shit talking, eh?
As you climb in through the window, your foot catches on the edge of it and knocks it closed behind you, making a loud slamming noise. And the coughing beyond that door gets louder, and you hear a voice, a very familiar voice, though, of High Priest Donovich, come out from the room. Who's there? What? Who's in here right now?
Donovich, is that you?
It's the wind. Nothing more.
Is that the Mistborn?
Yes, we heard that. Can we come in?
You.
I slap Bon.
Bildrath is very sick. We are not sure of the cause of it. It might be best if you keep your distance from him.
Check
And
for bite
the
marks.
the door opens, and then he closes it as he comes out to all of you. Or to the two of you. He's quite ill. How did you get in here?
Through the
He did
window,
it.
obviously.
It was locked.
He
I
did it.
mean, there was a latch on it. Wouldn't really call that locked.
He did it.
Well, there
Give
was
me a
this.
deception check on.
I didn't deny it, so you could have just stayed quiet.
No. Worth
Oh
it.
my god!
Fucking nerd.
He looks sternly at you, Sazed. Well, what are you doing in here?
If we're being honest, we actually were quite concerned for Bildrath. Somebody said he was sick, and then we saw this. I saw this gross black ooze coming out of the door.
Oh, yes, it is possibly tree sap or something. I saw it myself. I'm not certain that it is anything malevolent.
You think that
I
there
haven't
was black
checked it,
tree
but-
sap coming out of the door?
The
Oh, what's that
trees
perception check?
here do
I think he's full of shit.
sometimes have sap that leaks from them after the doors have been crafted. Bildrath had replaced his door not long ago.
Oh,
But if
shit.
you think it is something suspicious, I will look into it further.
What do you think it is? If you're trying to see if he's lying, it's insight, not deception.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. That's what I was like. I was saying, full of shit.
it's okay. It's the same modifier either way. You rolled an 8. He seems pretty sincere about the tree sap.
Like he's
I
talking.
am not sure what could be wrong with him, but if you think it to be something malevolent, perhaps you may be right, and that would explain his symptoms. His face looks kind of grim as he says that.
What are the symptoms? Can I take a look? I'll like put some cloth over my mouth too, as kind of like a makeshift mask.
If you insist, he opens the door, and Bildrath is quite pale, but his skin has a very bluish tint to it. Not quite like the people like Periwimple's was, more of a sickly, cold appearance. And his eyes are quite bloodshot. He seems to be just staring straight up at the ceiling. A small drop of blood seems to pool at the corner of his lips.
Does he have any bite marks around his neck and or wrists?
Donovich kind of looks down at his hands and says, I have been sure to check him for such things.
Inner thigh?
Is he conscious? Can he speak?
He does not seem to be aware of his surroundings.
I try to be weird, just going by major vessels.
Oh.
I fear that he may not last long.
Well,
Probably
that's
may do no good, but can try this really quick, and I will stand over him and say, "Expensive," and I will cast Healing Word on him. 7 points of healing, just to see if it does anything for him.
Okay, you feel your magic connect with his body, and it start to try to have an effect on him. But then you sense something pushes it away and just won't let the magic connect with him. And you can't really tell if it's magical in nature or natural. Actually, give me a medicine check.
Oh, it didn't land in the thing, but it's a natural 20.
Did it land in the thing though?
Oh, fuck. 9.
9. You're not absolutely sure on what it is that's
Damn it.
holding your magic at bay.
This does seem to be a little more, did you say, sinister? If I had to guess, something is not allowing my magic to go through him.
No, it could be perhaps some sort of plague. We have had those here in Barovia, and the magic is unable to cure it when we have them, and I'm hoping that this is not so. But show me what you had found earlier, and I will check it and see if maybe it's related.
The black sludge. I'll show him the sludge.
Okay. He walks out there with you to the front of the store, and you show him the spot where earlier when you looked at it, there was a spot, but you don't see one now.
Yes, it is very sinister indeed, actually. Because now there is nothing there. There was! I swear to you.
Oh.
Why it is
Jesus,
gone
you're
now.
Crazy.
Are you certain that that is what you saw? Was something on his door?
It was oozing out of the keyhole, or?
Just kind
Just the
of on
door.
the center of the door.
It was oozing just straight out of the center of the door, yes. It didn't. And now it is gone. Tree sap does not just disappear, right?
This is true. Give me just a moment. And he begins to trace arcane sigils into the air, and they glow with a bright, radiant light momentarily over the door. And then they start to shift and warp very violently. And then he takes his hands away quickly and he says, "Oh, something quite sinister indeed. I believe that Bildrath has been cursed. I must get him to the church immediately."
Well, good thing we came along then, yes? Is there anything we can do to help?
I will have Periwimple assist me in moving him to the church. I think that there we'll be able to help get him the help that he needs, or at least hopefully find out what it is before it's too late.
You don't know maybe what he was doing before he came down or who he was speaking with?
Well, the last people that anyone says that they know of him coming in contact with would have been all of you.
That is
And
true.
then the next day he closed his store.
I do remember right before that he was having what seemed like an argument with Granny there, the pie lady.
Granny.
Do you know anything of her?
I've never met a granny. A pie lady, you said?
Yes, she walks around the streets selling pies.
Oh, I've never met this woman. You said she had a altercation or disagreement with him?
Yes, that is very disconcerting to hear that you have not heard of her. I assumed everyone did, but maybe... I don't know. But
You don't know about the pie lady?
apparently he does not know about the pie lady, which is good, because I would not get too close to her if you can, but she may be the reason why Bildrath is sick. She seems, she is apparently more than she seems.
Well,
And
I
very
shall keep an eye
dangerous.
out for this pie lady.
Do not confront her on your own if you do happen to see her.
Well, thank you for the advice. If you don't mind, I must rush to get Periwimple and Bildrath off to
Yes, yes.
the church.
I go back out the window.
You're already outside.
Oh, they were outside?
Yeah,
I
they
thought
were
they
outside. They went to the outside of the door
To check
to
the
show
door,
him the
yeah.
Oh,
door.
right,
Yeah.
right, okay, yeah.
So
I thought
Didn't
they were
go.
doing it from the inside, and I was just waiting on the door to open so like we could all be together again. I thought they were
Oh.
still inside.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I probably could have conveyed that better. You had all stepped outside to look at the front of the door again.
Ah.
Yes. High Priest Donovich rushes off to the house immediately neighboring Bildrath's store, and moments later, him and Periwimple come out. You see them rush into Bildrath's store, and Periwimple carrying Bildrath just swaddled almost like a baby in his arms
Aw.
up to the church.
Well, it appears that the Bildrath was cursed.
I don't know if there's much we can do to help him.
Donovich is going to try to take care of it. I don't know.
We saw what happened last time, though.
But I feel like this may have been the work of the granny there. Remember the altercation they had right before we then had an altercation and he shut down his store? She was not very happy with him. And
Oh, when he said he wasn't gonna help her sell pies.
I think it was
Did we curse him?
something like that. Did we ever get the reason? I knew The original reason was he wasn't selling pies. Did we get the reason? Did did we get a reason why they were arguing that other time, the last time, or that he was just being a dick?
There was only the one argument between them, and it was over the selling of the
Okay.
pies.
See,
But-
the last time we saw him was when you guys were fucking with him.
Yeah, that was right after the pies, right?
Yes, that was after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Donovich has also never heard of this pie seller, so that may also be something strange.
Well, not saying it's not strange, but Donovich doesn't come across as the type that gets out of his church very often.
That is, yes, that is true as well. So we should definitely steer clear of Granny if we can. There's a lot more to her than it seems.
No more granny pies, guys.
Doesn't mean
Definitely
so.
no more pies.
Who's actually still craving a pie?
Raylan raises his hand a little bit. I never got. I never got the side effects.
Well, they are not good, and he just cursed this man, so... Well, we may not like
I
him
mean,
too much.
Possibly.
Well, I think
He
we
also
should.
wasn't a big fan of the Baron either.
I don't think anybody's a big fan of the Baron.
Yeah, but he seemed a little more openly hostile.
Oh, we have a night and a day ahead of us that we need to kind of stay hunkered down for. So I think maybe that's a good time to not eat any pies. And
I think that we should
No.
never eat any pies. Not again,
if-
at least.
What if Nikolai makes us some pies?
Oh,
think those
none
pies
of
are probably
none of
fine.
Granny's pies. Also, maybe no pies in general. Well,
So to the house.
Yeah, we
Please,
need to check
make
on
sure.
Otto.
Make sure Otto hasn't burnt the place down.
God,
Yeah.
Or moved in
and murdered and
into the main manor.
we give him a
This is my
room in the house.
now.
we did give him a room
could-
in the house.
We should definitely set up a room to be like barracks for the rest of the help that we need to hire.
Goodness.
Bunk
We can,
beds.
we can build a little offshoot building next to the stables.
Maybe
We
we
need to figure out a way to move the house with us.
that. What?
Nikolai, can you move the house? Can you pack the house up and move it with us?
Like
Some kind of magic?
a moving. Like
I
Nikolai's
can burn it
moving
down though
house.
if you want.
What if
That
you
does
just
not
what
help.
if you just throw your scarf on the roof and see if it goes inside?
We can stretch the scarf until it opens up and receives the house.
Oh, that. Why are you describing it in that way?
I clutch my scarf tightly and I give them a dirty look.
I give him a dirty look as well.
What kind of dirty are these looks?
Like disgusted.
How
Right,
dare you
look
try to
Looks at Tab
break
and
my
wiggles his eyebrows.
scarf?
Okay.
What's wrong with you guys?
So you all get onto the carriage again, and except for Caesar, who gets on Nagel, and you head off to the east.
I'm going to hop off the carriage after a while and then just turn into a wolf and then run a distance away so as to not scare the horses.
Show
Okay.
off.
You don't see it. You're inside. You don't even know I jumped off.
I'm on
He's
my
on
own horse.
Nagel. He's on his own horse. You see.
You do see me then, and it's beautiful, majestic. You're a
Okay.
little jealous.
Raylan jumps down from the carriage. As he does,
Leaves the
mid-leap,
stuff
he
on top of the.
transforms into a well. All of your stuff that you're wearing transforms with you.
That's so much more useful than what happened last time.
Yes, this time it's a lot better. He transforms into the form of a wolf and begins sprinting ahead. It startles the horses almost momentarily, but only after they have noticed that he passed, because it all happened so quickly. They're easily brought back under control, and you all continue making your way east beyond the farmlands that you had seen earlier and to your home in Barovia,
Any more creepy
or
scarecrows?
near the gate.
Oh,
You
yeah.
do see some scarecrows along the way.
Maybe we should get
I
some of
tell
those from
Tem
the
to
yard.
blast them.
Let's not disturb them. I'd rather them not join us.
As
Fair
you
enough with-
approach the house, you see beyond your backyard there is a pretty decent sized wooden structure that seems to be connected with the fence. Looks like a barn of sorts.
That is amazing.
Trough on the inside of the fence, and a couple of what look like training dummies set up in the backyard. As your carriage approaches, the front gate opens up quickly, and Otto comes out, waving his hand.
I wave back at him. The nice work you've done out here. Did you do all this yourself?
I've finished the stables, and all of your furniture was delivered. I've brought it into the two main rooms down on the first floor. I didn't know exactly where you would want things, so I just brought them in and put them. I have the papers for the delivery, and I also have the forms for how much the materials costed for the stables, so you can see how that was.
That is.
He looks pretty exhausted as he kind of says all of this in a much quicker tone than you remember him talking before.
That is wonderful. You've done great work. You should take the rest of the day off.
Oh, no need. There's more. I and he kind of like hesitates for a moment as he's talking. He says, I've received a letter. I have not opened it, and he hands you an envelope. On the outside of it, the wax seal that you've seen a couple times now. The raven crest in front of what appears to be some sort of castle does not appear to be broken on the letter.
I handed it to Tem.
Is he?
Otto. Who delivered this?
A man in the night. He came on a horse. The horse was dead.
The horse was dead.
The horse was dead and rotting. His eyes get really wide as he kind of just stares off after saying, I didn't look at it though. I didn't open it. It's right here for you.
Worries. We'll take care of it, Otto. I don't know if you are aware of what you've kind of gotten yourself into by working with us, but I will let you know, to be completely transparent with the help, that we will be meeting with Strahd eventually. I'm assuming this is something similar, and I'll crack it open.
He kind of shudders as you say this, and as you open the letter, he quickly makes the holy symbol of the Morning Lord in the air in front of him.
If you do
And
not wish,
steps back.
if you do
He
not wish
says,
to remain employed with us, is there something we can discuss as well?
Oh, I would gladly stay in your employ. I just this talk of speaking with the Baron and his
You can call him
couriers, it's unsettling, is all. But I will be fine. There was one more thing. A young lady named Tally had come here looking for employment. Said the sisters at the tavern had sent her here.
I did not actually think she would travel here alone, but is she here now?
She is camped in the backyard. I wasn't sure if you'd be comfortable with her being in the house, but she's quite good at decorating she helped me to make my room a little bit more livable.
Hmm.
You
We
got
need a
some.
we need a guest room, Otto. We can't have our guests sleeping in tents when there are dead horses walking around. Come on, man. We have an
Yes,
empty
of course.
room right across from
Of course.
yours.
Of course, I should have definitely let her in. I just wanted to err on the side of caution.
And that was a great decision. I'm glad you did. Thank you.
It was not. You treat people with respect. Otto, go get her.
He
She can have the
doesn't know
respect
who
yours.
she was. She could have been lying for all he knows. It's best that he doesn't just let some random stranger into our home.
As
Well,
you
apparently
two
he did
continue
if
on
she
your,
helped him decorate his room.
as you
Yeah,
two
under his
continue on with
supervision.
your discussion, he looks at the letter again that Tem has broke the seal on, and he walks away quite quickly through the house.
You've upset him.
Yeah, Tam, you've upset him.
And the letter is under the Durst Manor section of your handout,
Well, Tam,
titled
what does
Courier
it say?
Be fine. Let me see. Honored guests, transportation to Castle Ravenloft will be provided for you on the 19th of Chess for a night of elegant dining and festive entertainment in celebration of the spring equinox. Your
Oh,
transport
no.
will arrive 1 hour after sundown at the Manor in the Mist, formerly Durst Manor. Please be prepared for the occasion. Your host, Strahd Bunsarovich.
Pretty sure it's pronounced equinox.
How does he know of our
Next
manor
time,
name?
read the letter.
Does anybody know what days is?
Well, when I was talking with Otis, he said the spring equinox was in a few days, and so is the full moon. So
Well, that's
it
gonna
would
get
be
awkward if it's the
That's
same
gonna
day.
get really awkward.
You're all familiar with this month because it was the same month that it was when you had left from Daggerford and ended up in Barovia. If nothing has changed date-wise from you coming here to Barovia, then that would be precisely when the 19th is.
On the full moon?
Yes.
Wonderful.
so it'll be the 16th. Well,
Yes, right now.
it'll be the 17th right now.
Yes.
16th, because we
like-
slept and then had a day.
Yes.
Guess
Well, that's gonna be bad.
I don't
Guess
know
you're
how
going
that is
without
going
me.
to happen, but we could
Yeah.
always. Oh, that would be.
I mean,
I don't know what we're going to do then.
build a cage for the carriage, or hope his. Well, you know what?
You,
We
This'll
could
be
just have him come and get you down there.
Yeah, just be like, hey, let me grab my dog real quick.
Dogs.
Let me know we. Oh. Raylan looks sheepishly at Tem. Yeah.
I'll be fine. Right?
Not according to what we've been told.
I mean, I think it's better we err on the side of caution on that.
Well,
do you guys think he knows?
Aye. He knows about our
mean-
manor name, but I guess that's just one other thing. I feel like
Maybe
he
the-
knows more than we are giving him credit for sure.
Maybe the Burgermeister had to file paperwork with him.
Well, I'm talking about, do you think he knows about you, Raylan?
I'm going to assume he knows everything about us, or a lot more than we think he does.
It's probably not coincidence they chose the full moon.
After a couple of minutes, you hear Otto coming back through the house, and behind him is a dark-haired, very plain-looking young woman wearing a pink hat. As she begins to approach with Otto, he says, "This is Tally. Tally. These are the Mistborn, and he kind of extends his arm out as he says it, in a very showy way.
I'm gonna give Tally the letter from Strahd and ask her what she thinks about it.
What?
As you-
Why are you?
Okay,
What do you think? What do you think of this, Tally?
sir, I think it is a generous offer from the Baron to invite you all to dine at the castle.
You
And
still
she
feel
kind of
comfortable
she
working
kind
here?
of curtsies a little bit. Well, I do need work, and I heard you were looking for a housekeeper.
Sure. How much do you expect per month?
And she kind of hands the letter back to you. I don't know precisely. I was making 2 gold a month in the town, working at the tavern on during the daytime.
Don't
Mm,
don't mind him. He's a little
I will give her
aggressive.
2 platinum.
Oh my
and
god.
I will give Otto 2 platinum.
Oh my god.
Sir, I've already been paid for the month. Is this for
Oh yeah, I
expenses?
did pay them, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. This is because we've put you in a bit over your head, I think. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt that we have more visitors. You know, as our stay gets longer here in Barovia. But I just want you to know that we will do what we can to protect you. We will make sure that you're safe.
Tally kind
Stay
of
out of the stay out of the
blush-
basement though.
Tally kind of blushes a little bit as you say this, Tim, and she says, "Well, 'tis better than I've been offered at other jobs.
I would hope
Safety.
so.
Of course, I would love to work here at your fine home.
Yes. Do stay out of the basement when we're here, though. A bit off limits, that.
Of course, I would never enter an area that is forbidden to me. Please let me know of any that are."
Just the basement for now. It's a safety concern.
My room is forbidden.
And Nikolai's room. He likes his privacy.
We should probably show you to your room then.
My
Tally.
door is always open if you want.
Wow, what the fuck, Season? That's
Very,
fucked up.
very, very forward of you.
Wow, everyone else had to take it weird.
Yeah. Wow.
I did not
I
take it
mean-
weird.
I go look at my room to see how the furniture was delivered to see if it's up to my
It is
standard.
in the well, most of the furniture is either piled in your room or in the dining and meeting room until you have moved it into your bedroom.
I walk into my room and realize that I probably way overed furniture then. If it's all piled into my room.
Yes, it's all kind of just piled into your room and the dining/meeting room. There's a table with chairs and several beds, mattresses, and the like.
Otto, can you help me start getting these beds up the stairs?
Oh, of course, my lady. Let me assist you with that. And he starts to carry bed frames up the stairs.
I'm just gonna. We can just set them like in front of their doors, and then they can move them from there.
Oh my god.
Wow.
My
Uh,
lady.
As he's carrying them up the stairs, he says, there was one other thing I didn't want to bring it up, but I feel I need to. There in the basement while you were gone, I had looked around to see if there were any scraps of wood that I might be able to use maybe down there. and I didn't find anything. But in one of the rooms on the floor, there was this strange marking, and I began to wipe the dust off, and I saw a very large circle there on the ground. I don't want to pry, so I will just leave it at that. And he continues to carry the beds up the stairs.
That's not
I
good.
head towards the basement.
Okay.
I arrive in the
I was
basement.
to say, I'll go within the basement. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, just
Okay.
I'll check my room first, and then
Um,
I will keep looking just to try to figure out what he was talking about.
you find it after a little bit in this room, kind of in the center of the room. There appears to be it looks like part of some kind of shape that looks like someone had wiped the dust away. Um, you can't quite make out what the symbol is because a lot of dust is obscuring it, but it appears to be sort of in the shape of a circle.
Weird.
Can we brush off the rest of the dust or whatever?
Okay, you brush the dust to the side, and it does appear to be a pretty decent sized circle. Some kind of symbols in the middle. Not really anything you're familiar with.
Bon, maybe you should grab Nikolai or Sazed. They probably are more familiar with strange symbols.
Okay. I'll you know, call out, I guess, or whatever. Be like, hey, something weird.
You could send a
Something
psychic message to
strange.
someone.
I could.
Yeah, we wouldn't hear you down in the dungeon.
Oh,
There's
I mean,
something strange
I
in the
mean,
neighborhood.
I'll walk up this freaking flight of stairs and be like, hey, we got some weird runes down here. Magic things. Look at them.
I go look at weird
Please.
things.
Okay,
I
Nikolai.
follow.
Okay. You come down here, and there's a circle in this center of the room. It looks like it had been obscured by a large amount of the dust here on the ground before. Give me individual Arcana checks.
20!
16.
Okay. You are both familiar with this symbol. This is a teleportation circle.
Well, this is very good and very bad at the same time. We can eventually use this as a means to get back to our house quickly, but but also anybody else who knows of this rune or has seen this before can also come to this house, to this circle specifically.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep this locked up.
Hopefully nobody knows about it, but maybe err on the side of caution. Are we able to change it in any way?
We should definitely assume.
Can we maybe change the lock? Add a rune, get rid of a rune? Perhaps? I don't know exactly how they work.
Nikolai, you know that this would be something that would be possible. It would take a little bit of work and effort on your part, but you believe it's possible that you could do something like that.
Oh, good. I will relay that information.
Well, every now and then, if you need help, I can help you. We can go about changing our locks, our magical locks. I do not have the capability yet to use such a thing, but maybe in the future we can work on it together.
Sounds good. Maybe we should do it now. Would we be able to do it now?
Yeah, you could certainly try to work on it now. Give
While
me
they're doing that,
give me
can I go get my
individual
safety
Arcana
room?
check. Yeah.
But I already rolled good.
I want to get my safety room set up for the coming evening.
25.
8.
Okay. Nikolai is able to instruct you quite well. Very what's the word I'm looking for? He uses an extended vocabulary. A lot of the words you are not familiar with, but you are able to gather mostly from context that as long as you follow what he's doing, you're okay. And you're able to make a couple of little changes without actually touching the symbol itself, but by focusing some energy into it. It doesn't feel like it's changed enough to where if someone already knows of it, they won't be able to use it, but you do feel some shifts start to happen.
It's probably enough work for
Raylan,
one night.
you set up your room with your manacles.
Yeah. 2 sets.
Okay.
You know what's funny?
Is that this room down here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I just
No.
bought
When's
bed
the-
sheet.
I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say I just bought bed sheets on Amazon in the exact color, like a plum purple.
Lol.
I just went with your like in-game color.
Oh, perfect.
What were you saying, Dresley?
When I finish helping Otto get like things upstairs and to the doors, I'm gonna go find Raylan.
Okay. He is down in the dungeon, and he has just finished setting up the manacles. And Sazed and Nikolai are still working in here because it takes quite a bit of time.
I can finally take them out of my inventory. They're heavy as fuck. I just lost literally 20 pounds.
Raylan, would it be okay if I get just a little bit of the water that you got from that shrine?
Of course, I hand her the whole water skin.
Right, you
It's-
kind of ruled it like, when we have healing potions after we used them, we still have the vial, right?
Yes, unless you specifically say you got rid of the bottle or something. Yeah.
Unless
I'm
it's
just
my
gonna-
holy water vial.
Well, you threw it.
I poured it on him gently.
You smashed it on his face, I think.
That might have been it. It's been a while.
I'm just gonna pour like a little bit to where it just fills up like a little bit of the smallest vial, and I'll hand you your water skin back, and also the big vial from the greater healing potion. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so I can pour the rest into that one?
Well, or you could use it for whatever you needed to. I'm going to go ahead and get started on some painting, so I'll be in my room if anyone needs me.
Alright. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Is anyone doing
Things
anything
that popped
else?
out of nowhere.
I mean, I'm not that far from you.
I would
As-
like to just take whatever time we have left to make the 4 remaining thorn brush arrows.
Okay. Give me a check with your wood carving tools. How many more arrowheads do you have?
4.
4 more arrowheads. Give me. You know what? Give me 4 individual checks. Unless you just want to do one. Oh, well, now it's
Nope.
too late.
I want to do multiple ones.
Okay. You were gonna do multiple ones after you rolled anyway, so it's okay.
And these are all -3, I think. Yeah, because I don't have proficiency yet.
Yes.
Unless I do, and you haven't told me.
No, you do not have proficiency yet.
21?
And then one more.
Okay, and one more.
Is it lunchtime yet?
Anytime is
lunchtime was
when
on
you're
the road.
cook.
Lunchtime would have kind of
Is it
been on the
dinner time
road.
yet?
Yes, it would be dinner time.
Because I'm hungry.
Okay, you were able to easily make 3 of the arrows. However, one of them you're not able to fit onto a shaft and end up damaging the arrowhead too much to make it work. Kind of have to throw it away now. But you are able to make 3 arrows out of it.
Okay.
Oh, that is enough work for one day on this. Maybe let's go get some food, yeah? Do you think Tali stocked the... We have a fridge? Where do we keep food?
Cold
pantry.
Probably a root cellar.
Been in a fucking tent for a week and a half.
We should go check. Or I'll go. I'm hungry. I want to make some dinner.
I'll go find Tali and show her the room that... Oh, Otto probably already showed her.
I already did that.
Oh,
I'm gonna head to the
Yeah,
kitchen.
Tim showed her room.
I want to go check the
She-
stables, make sure the horses are put away. I don't know if Bond ever did that, but
Oh yeah, I never said anything about that. Yeah. we'll say.
Put the horses away in the stables. Gotcha.
Absolutely.
I also want to check and see how Otto did building them, because it seemed pretty quick. We weren't gone that long.
Oh, good point.
They do seem pretty well constructed. It's not an insanely huge stable, but it looks well built. It's got 4 stalls, so it fits your 3 horses that you have. And it seems there is a horse already in there. It's very light brown color, sitting in one of the stalls with the door closed.
I let Nigel.
But it seems like a sturdy, not extremely elaborate or fancy looking stables, but it is a serviceable stables and protects from the weather. Nagel, Tem's horse, and Raylan's horse. That's 3 horses.
I let Nigel roam around the
Okay.
pen area here.
That's the training yard.
It's got the trough. It's also the horse yard. You can go in the stables when we train.
Do I still have my rings set up on the tree for shooting my arrows through them?
Yes, they are still hanging from the trees.
I'll work on that tomorrow.
Is anyone sorry, Dresley, give me a painter supply check.
Hold on. This one's is just finishing up the 2 for the entry. That's what I was gonna do tonight. It's pretty tough.
Oh, for the entryway to the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I still have the exhaustion level, so I feel a little tired.
Okay.
Can I talk to Otto about splitting this room?
Okay.
I just want to ask. I just want to go up to him and say, "Hey, I think we're gonna have more help. I don't know if we'll have another person, but just in case, you might want to like think about splitting this room in half so we have another place for somebody to sleep."
Yeah, that's something I can definitely do. Whereabouts do you think you'd like the walls?
Wherever you think is best, just as long as it's like half and half. So, you know.
I might have to get another heater to provide heat to both rooms and run it through the same chimney, perhaps, because I can't really put another chimney. But I think I can make it work.
Sure.
Yeah,
thanks.
I can definitely make it work, and this should be plenty to cover it. No problem. I'll make sure it's done, sir.
Let me know how much the materials are when.
Tally's gonna
when
have
the-
Oh,
a
of
5
course.
foot.
I keep a record of all costs that I have for anything done with the house. That way, you have a record for yourself.
They put beds in there. They're gonna have nowhere to move around. They're literally just gonna have a room with a bed.
Yeah, it's like
Otto's,
his room, right?
Otto makes use.
Yeah, I count. Don't worry, I counted the squares. There's what is it? Auto has 8 squares, and then this one.
What is this area right here?
That's just a that's overlooking the balcony above or next to Dresley's room.
Let me just
See, that's
add
a
a
balcony.
add some floors here, some walls. Put a load-bearing beam right here.
Oh my god.
I've seen these
Do we
house flipping
need more?
shows.
We have a maid and an auto. We don't
I
need
know.
more than
Well, I
that.
just said give him time. Give him time. Like, just think about it. It doesn't need to be built right away. Just think about it. Get something designed just in case.
We need some house guards to keep our property safe while we're not
Groundskeeper,
here.
stable keeper, cook.
his,
Who's these people?
his profession is auto.
Nikolai, as you come down into the kitchen, you check the door off the kitchen, where the pantry shelves are, to see if there's anything in there, and to put up some of the stuff that you did collect. And it is not stocked to the brim, but it does have some supplies, some vegetables, carrots and potatoes and stuff like that. You don't see any meat in here initially, but there's a small crate off to the side, and it seems to be packed with salt, and there is pork in there.
Oh, perfect. I want to make potato soup with pork.
Okay. Nikolai begins
Or
cooking
die
up
trying.
some pork chops and some potato soup in the kitchen, starting the oven with his magical flame.
I go check out Sir Lancelot.
He is doing quite well, and as you go down there, or as you go to your room and see him, Tally sees you petting him and says, I've been feeding him while you were gone, if you don't mind. I really like dogs. I've seen this one before, I believe, at the village.
Somebody else mentioned that too. He was just kind of here when we got to the house. It was kind of odd, but
Quite a way for him to wander off, but I think he is happy here at this home, so that is good.
as much as I would hate to lose him, he seems... But, if we do find a owner or someone missing him, we would of course give him back.
I believe that Miss Mary is his owner. I think in her current state, might be best that he would stay here.
What is her current state?
The name Mary
That's a
may
girl
not
we're
seem
supposed to...
immediately familiar to you, but it is familiar to Sazed, the lady
that we're going to look
who
for?
had come to Ismark's house during
Yeah.
the rainstorm after the
And we're looking for her daughter, right?
Yeah, Gertrude.
yes
Gertruda.
Gertrude.
Gertrude.
That's close enough.
Not to be
That's right,
confused
we
with
were-
Gouda.
We were actually tasked with finding Mary's daughter, Gertruda. Do you know anything of that?
I only know that she has been missing for quite some time, and Miss Mary has been looking for him or for her quite severely since her disappearance.
Yes, we will do our best to find her, and then maybe if things go back to normal, Sir Lancelot here can join them again. What do you think he was doing here? You probably don't know, right?
Oh, no clue, sir. Sorry.
That's okay. He's a
Uh,
good boy.
I will go down in the kitchen and see if he needs any help with preparing a meal.
Be careful around that. He's very fierce about his cooking. He likes it. But I'm sure he could use the help.
Okay. She comes down to the kitchen, volunteers to assist you, Nikolai, with cooking dinner.
I shrug and allow her to join me.
Okay. She quietly and kind of timidly assists you, but she seems to know her way around the kitchen. It's kind of a little nice having someone like the cooks at the Vistani camp working next to you while you cook, even if you don't have conversation. So for the next couple of days leading up to the intended invitation time, is there anything specific anyone would like to do during that time period?
I do.
Just my training with my bow.
Okay.
I'd like
Individual trainings.
Work on
I
my wood
got you.
carving a little bit. Try to find. Oh, I want to try to make an arrow out of that spider thing. I
Okay.
forgot about that.
Okay. It's going to be 2 days, right? 2 days. The tomorrow and then the next day and then that night, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you will get 2 checks with your tools. Bon, Dresley, Nikolai, and Raylan. Give me each 2 checks with your tools. Nikolai, just give me d20 plus intelligence. Bon, give me d20 plus. I'm gonna say
do that twice.
Did me do that?
yes, twice.
Do you want me to just roll like my thieves tool or something like that?
No. Let me look at your sheet.
Ooh, them some good rolls. I got the flower.
I can't open up your
Eight,
sheet.
18 both times.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll just
Roll a d20 and then add. Let's say your charisma modifier.
Me? Or-
No. Bon.
Fun? Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Where is my? Where's my? Oh, it has a 1 next to it, so I'm assuming that's a 1.
Charisma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. One more time, Bon.
One more roll.
Yeah, one more d20
Oh, okay.
plus 1.
Gotcha.
Okay. Okay. And as for your training throughout the days, I'm tracking that as well.
I do training too.
I put extra training in if there's nothing else going on that day.
I would also like to cast Sending.
Okay.
Cue the workout montage.
I would like to continue cooking and also maybe look at that gem again.
Okay. Nikolai, as you spend the rest of your first day before you go to bed looking at the gem and trying to focus on it from a distance, not a little cautious to touch it as it burned your hand previously. You reach out to it with your magical energies and notice that this gem is like a prison, but it's more than just a prison. It's like a focus. And with your energies focused through it, anything contained within it is under your control.
Okay.
And you can see it in your journal.
Cool. Cool.
And underneath spell effects, you will see what that is. Unless it didn't save. There, it should save. No, I'm broken. I have to reload roll 20. Okay. Sazed, what'd you say you were doing? I'm sorry.
He's adorable.
Training, and you said 2 days, like 2 days
2
and
days.
nights.
2 days and nights. Sending.
2 days,
yes.
1 night. 2 days, 1 night.
2 days. 2 nights technically, because it's your also including your first night back.
Yeah. This night that we're back right now,
Yes.
and then the next day and night.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then the next day as well.
Day and night.
Can I talk to Dresley? I just want to say, like, hey, I can help you map this place if you want. I can go up really high and kind of come back down and tell you what I'm seeing. I don't know if it'll help, but
That would be awesome, actually. It would help me get a lot more of the detail, right?
okay. So for the next 2 days, we can I'll fly up and kind of tell you what I see, and then come back down and you can draw it.
Okay.
Okay.
With that, with you assisting her on doing that, it's going to give her a little bit further training. And you seem to get a lot of the detail working with Tim that maybe you'd missed before. Things that just kind of seemed a little off when you'd drawn them before now look a little bit more accurate with that bird's eye view.
Thank you, Tim.
Yeah. Gotta use those charges somehow.
Also, I was gonna do those other 2 paintings and paint the, carriage in those.
Okay. Give me either 3 individual checks or 1 single check. Let me know before you roll.
How did you want to do those 2 paintings if I'm casting a spell with them?
You know what? For just give me 1 for the carriage then. If you're casting a spell while painting the other ones.
So for the carriage.
Okay. That's
And
successful painting.
yeah, and before I got a 13 on painter supplies for those 2 on the entryways. Did you want me to roll again since I did 2 of them, or just count those as done?
You can count those as done.
So those 2, and how do you want me to do those other?
The other ones you said you were going to, well, if
Cast
you want
ceremony
to,
with them.
yeah. Then I'm just going to count those as taking the spell slot in that regard.
Okay, so I'm going to use the ceremony spell. It lasts for an hour, and I'll use like because it says you have to like touch it for the whole hour. So I'll just count that as me painting it, and I'll use the holy water that I got from Raylan to help put it in the brushstroke. And I'm going to paint the 2 pictures of the ladies from the shrine for Tim. and I'm going to put in kind of like not really radiant magic, but magic to help him kind of focus and maybe gain more insight into his deity when he looks at them. I'm not sure exactly how to word that.
I gotcha. Okay, sounds good. You're able to recreate these quite well, actually. As you begin to paint them, it almost feels as if your hand is guiding itself as it smoothly moves across the canvas, painting these pictures of these two women that you had seen in the tomb. And you can add the other paintings to everyone's journals if you'd like, so they can see those. The ones you put in the house.
At some point, can I track down Sazed and ask him if he's able to recreate people he's seen with his illusion spell?
Like, I mean, yes, you've seen me do it before.
Well, I just wasn't sure how much detail you could put into it.
As much
But
as my mind can...
I wanted to draw the people in the other carriage, but it's been a couple days, so I wanted to know if you had a good image of them that I could add to the book.
I can give you as best of an image as I can remember from them.
I mean, between your image and my memory, I'm sure we can get something passable, at least in the book, so that
Can be
we can...
basically full size too, up to 5 feet.
Anatomically correct?
Probably not.
Meridian looked a lot taller than that, but we'll do with what we can.
Okay. Who were you sending to? Also, Raylan, in inventory, you were able to craft 2 of the acid light arrows that you have.
The first day I will send one to Soros. I'll just say,
Okay.
anything change? Do you know more specifically where you are? You can speak up to 25 words to me. Raylan is fine. I'm worried.
Kirill's pack captured me.
Obvious. Waste of words.
Don't come. Too dangerous. Tell Raylan I'm sorry.
I see where Raylan got his gloominess. The second one for that day will be for the Burgermister.
Okay.
Well, I'll just say, hello. Do you know the granny that sells pies in the town? If so, be careful of her. She seems more dangerous than meets the eye.
Also, water is wet.
I have not seen her around for a few days. Is there something I should be aware of?
Well,
And that's
yes,
the end of his
but
message.
that's all the magic I have for the day. And then the second day, the first one will go to High Priest Donovich.
Okay.
Just saying, hello, checking in. How is Bildrath and the town? Did you see the pie lady?
I have not seen the pie lady that you spoke of before, but I have asked around the village. Many people have heard of her, but no one knows where she is. Bildrath is, and it cuts off.
God damn it.
Just assume he said dead.
Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about Bildrath. I'll send the second one to Soros. Again, on the second day.
Okay.
Checking in again. You're not gonna stop us from coming to you. Be happy. We will help you. Are you okay though?
Why say many word when few do?
That one I did not have written down in advance.
You brave fools.
Well,
Tell Raylan. Bring Wolfsbane.
Wolfsbane. What's a plant? A flower? I go find Raylan.
actually, my nickname.
It's a sword.
Raylan, do you know what Wolfsbane is?
It's a. I've seen Teen Wolf, so I'm gonna say plant. Do I know what Wolfsbane is, Boba?
It's an herb that is very disturbing to the senses of wolves, but also werewolves. It messes with their sense of smell and distorts their ability to track things.
I tell, says it, and all of that.
Well, Soros called
But
you
I-
a fool and said to bring Wolfsbane.
Okay. I no idea where to find that here, but maybe next time we're in Barovia, I can ask
Well,
around.
if it really messes with your senses, I'm sure you will smell it before you see it.
Just
Keep a nose
keep
out.
looking. Keep looking until I find a gap in the smell.
Other than that, just training. Doing stuff with Nagel. And making sure Otto and Tali? I keep wanting to say Talia. Tali are okay.
Okay. They seem to be just fine. Otto does measurements for the rooms and writes down a bunch of stuff. He seems to be trying to work on the room situation. Tally keeping the house clean.
Ooh.
Anything anyone else wanted to do during this time?
Take a bath.
And in the evenings, can I go wolf form and go out and try to see if I can find any wolfsbane?
Give me. Actually, there's not any in the area. You do search around looking for something that that would trigger that sensory overload, that disruption to your sense of smell, but
Or
you don't
any of
find
those
any.
mushrooms that I got from Daggerford? Do you have any similar mushrooms?
You don't see anything quite like that. But that is something that you would have made or considered similar to Wolfsbane. The effects that mushroom kind of had on your senses is basically how Wolfsbane acts, but not the same thing. It just seemed like it was a fungal version.
Still have a bag of that powder, so I'm gonna start snorting it here in a few minutes. Right. If I look for that or anything else of note that I can find while searching the area.
Okay. Give me a survival check.
That is this one.
He wants to look for petrified wood there.
That's in the
And
west. Oh,
you do find
25,000 gold's worth.
a small 25,000 gold worth, but no. You find a small looks like a humanoid figure made out of twigs, and it's bundled with some kind of fur. As you look closer at the fur, it appears to be like strands of wolf's fur, kind of tucked in to bits of the stick figure.
Creepy.
Like, how big is this thing?
Fit in the palm of your hand.
Oh. I was hoping it was
It's just
people
kind of sitting on the ground, and it gave off a strangely kind of human scent.
Is it a
Like
voodoo
someone had
doll?
maybe held it recently or thrown it there.
Like a voodoo doll?
It's a voodoo doll.
Looks kind of like a voodoo doll, I guess, for like reference, but I am not confirming it is a voodoo doll, just to clarify.
Can I
Step on it.
catch that scent anywhere else nearby?
You do not sense the trail of the individual that maybe held it before anywhere around.
Alright, I will turn back human and then put it in my bag. And then keep looking.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything before the aforementioned time?
When I finish those paintings, I'm gonna find some.
Okay.
More cooking.
10?
Yep.
Uh, she's kind of shy. I'm not really like good with religious things, but I thought these could. When you talk about the Raven Queen, you sometimes seem confused and maybe unsure. So maybe these will help bring things in. And I will hand them the 2 paintings, the women from the.
Okay.
Interesting. I don't know. I don't know who these women are. These are from the like
Yeah, they're
the
the paintings that you have handouts of. She.
yeah. Maybe they. I mean, maybe they knew her somehow. Maybe they worked together at some point. What is her? Oh, what was her name? May? No, not May. The fortune teller. The fortune teller knew. I'm not sure the fortune teller knew who they were either, but I think these would be interesting to show her. Maybe she would know.
Well, I kind of put spells into them or magic into them when I was painting them, so maybe they can just give you inspiration in your quests that you need to do.
Thanks. I'll keep them. I'll keep them, and hopefully they help. I guess.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything during this time?
Mm.
Other than the whole animal thing, nope, nothing.
Okay.
Oh, one last thing.
Yes.
Go to Sazed, and I want to talk to Sazed for a second. So you said that there was something wrong with me in Barovia when I was talking to those children. I don't think that there's something wrong with me. I just think that maybe I kind of have an idea of what I'm supposed to do here now. I think I was led here for a reason. And I'm gonna take off my necklace and I'll hand it to him and show him what it says on the back. Which is, well, I gotta read it again. He says make it whole. I don't know. I don't think I can fix everything, but maybe the whole lot of us can be, a light to these people that have had this shadow over them.
I would say so far
That
we're
is wrong with me.
doing a good job of that. I mean, especially if we fix this business with the Baron. I think there will be a lot more light in this town.
We can certainly try.
So that's why you were being so nice to the children.
Yep.
It is an odd jumping off point, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
It is less than it is. Certainly different than I'm used to. It's not as self-centered and
I thought you were drunk.
Yeah, but we have to try. I just feel like we have to try to help them, and I'm not. I don't think that I'm doing this just because the Raven Queen is asking me and giving me all this cool powers, right? But you just look around and it's so terrible. I just like from the cities in Waterdeep and the bars, the brothels, and everything that I've been to there. I've never seen anything quite this bad.
We are. Do we know that we're not on the material plane? We know we're not on the material plane, right?
You know you're not on the Sword Coast.
Sword Coast. Right, okay. That is kind of how I've lived my life to begin with. Just help people that need it or want it, or... A wise man once said, leave a place better than when you arrived. And I try to do that when I can.
I think that guy died prematurely.
And it left the world better when he did.
What the fuck?
Yeah, well, I think that's a lesson that I've learned as well, or at least that I'm learning.
Well, there's nothing wrong with doing good things. But, it is odd that this strange deity, I guess, was convinced you to do this without even telling you anything.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, the fortune teller kind of led me down that path, I suppose.
It was
At least I
all...
think she helped find the idea.
Well, what she just said was true in a sense. It was also kind of speculative nonsense.
Maybe.
We're still going down the same path, and we're always going to go down the path where we think we're doing what is right. I do not think I would be traveling with any of you if I thought you weren't trying to do what is right or had the best intentions.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see where things go. It's not always been the way that I do things, but
But gifts to random children in the streets is not really helping much. It was obviously a good deed, but what did that do in the long run, you know?
well, maybe the end game is ousting Strahd, whether it's killing him, replacing him with someone else. Maybe the Burgermeister could replace him. I don't.
That
I don't.
would be hilarious, and I am all for it.
Okay. Anything else from anyone?
It's a negative, Ghost Rider.
Okay. A couple of hours before sunset, you can see the outline of the full moon in the sky, and as the sun is beginning to set, it looks a bright red against the backdrop. And as it begins to get a little darker, the acrid smell of death penetrates your nostrils as a heavy breeze begins to roll through the trees from the west. The buzz of flies hungry for a meal of rot and decay precedes the image of a lone rider on a pale and sickly looking horse. As they get closer, you can see the flesh and skin hangs heavily from the horse, revealing the skull and bits of bone beneath.
Gross.
Oh.
The rider's face appears obscured by a dark mask that curves outward, giving the face a beak-like appearance. The rattle of metal accompanies the rhythmic hoofbeats of his steed from the heavy chains wrapped around a large box that is strapped to his back. The rider stops just in front of the manor and looks up at the house with two solid black orbs peering from beneath the hood of his filth-covered robes. His feathered fingers grasp around a crooked shovel resting on the back of the horse, and he dismounts. Centipedes, spiders, and beetles of all kinds scatter from beneath his robes in all directions, disappearing into the grass. As he walks forward to the gate and knocks heavily against the stone wall.
Oh, no.
God.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.